Mike is right here. Oh, you already know. You already know. What's happening, guys? What's happening, DBS players? This is your stream. This is SAS. This is Super at Spectral. I am your commentator, PR Sign, and we're just having a wonderful time. Why? Because it's Tuesday, and everything goes up on a Tuesday. We got ourselves a nice little match here, and I think the people that are up front, actually. So who's on the stream table? Let me go ahead and check this. So that's the time. So go ahead, Raul. That was the end of the time for the 1 minute pre-side. So go ahead and set the time for 30 minutes and get them going. Oh, this is going to be nice right here. So we got Dylan and Daniel that's going to be on the stream table. So let's go ahead. Dylan. And then we got Dylan and Daniel. Daniel. This is going to be SAS. This is going to be round 1. And then hold on. Let me go ahead and get everything set up for you guys. That way, once we switch in, boom, save, we're right. Ha ha! Ooh, I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I got to test a couple of decks out before the tournament today. So obviously, testing out my trunks, making sure that it's good to go, making sure that it's consistent. And then, of course, I do have my yellow baby that I actually kind of switched up a little bit, which was actually the build that I had before. Not only before trunks, but before I actually swapped up leaders. So we went back to that one, trying to test a little bit. We got David Dino on the horn. What's happening, player? How you doing today, man? This is a wonderful Tuesday here, and of course, like I said before, and I'm gonna say throughout this stream, everything goes up on a Tuesday, man. Hopefully, you guys are actually continuing to build, continuing to see what the meta is all about, and continuing to make sure that you guys have a consistent deck. Go ahead and let me know in the comment section what decks you're building. Let me know how you're going about it. If you have any questions about it. If you have any advice that you want to take/give, let me know. Let me know. We got David right here. This is actually one of the few times you're going to see double D's on stream right there. How you doing, boss?
Yeah, double D's. I got to get arms like yours, man. Look at this. Look, flex for the flex for him, man.
It's just kind of it takes so much, man. It takes so much to just lug around right here.
Guy working out like Goku.
Oh man, you know what? Now you say workout, I gotta work out tomorrow. We gotta hit that gym, bro.
They're playing.
Hopefully, I'm not too tired.
Oh
no, they're still mulliganing. They're still BSing right now. But Raul put the time on there, so Raul should go ahead and set them out. Because remember, guys, after the tournament, we got King of the Hill that's gonna be happening. We got the defending king, who is Bubby, is gonna be facing Christian. He's gonna be the contender, trying to overthrow the king. So I'm very excited about that, because if Bobby actually wins the match, then he gets that second Dragon Ball and gets 2 packs. But if Christian wins, then he gets the first Dragon Ball, 1 pack, and then it's going to be his reign to try to defend to get that sponsorship right there. And of course, with the sponsorship comes the nice swag. You get that jersey with it too.
Jersey, the trip, and you know, it's a momentum game.
Mm-hmm.
We know every Shenron deserves 2 balls.
It's that I was gonna say it's that tempo. It's that tempo right there. But yeah, no, it's very, very exciting here down in H-Town.
It's way easier to get that momentum. The more balls you have, the further you go.
I don't know. Confucius says that is all wrong. In baseball, man with 4 balls cannot walk.
Man who stand on toilet high on pot.
Yeah, all those Confucius jokes too.
Good one, guys.
Oh, you leaving?
Yeah.
All right, man. Have a blessed one, boss. Oh, man, I'm excited about this. So it looks like they're already set up and ready to go. Oh, man, I cannot wait. You guys already know how it comes to me, my passion, and commentating some DBS. And, of course, yeah, there's 2 sides of me about commentating. First is going to be the nice, excited side of commentating and all the enthusiasm. And then second is going to be the King of the Hill commentating. And you'll see that whenever King of the Hill happens. But right now, we're heading to the mats. We're going to be heading to the match right here, and it looks like we have a mirror match, and oh my goodness, mirror match right here. So we got Goku versus Goku, and man, I'm going to put everything on this game that I own. Goku is going to win this game. Ha ha! David Dino right there. Hey, what's happening? What's happening, PR Sign? Yo, always enthusiastic, always. So it looks like we started off, so Daniel is going to start off with an Android charge, and then of course passing turn. Now Dylan's going to go ahead and charge an Android just the same, and then swing in. Do I have a response on that? It looks like no. It's going to be a real quick right there. Real quick taken to the life. We got Daniel at 7 lives. Dylan at 8. Starting off, it looks like we got a Gohan too. So tap 1, play the Gohan, look up the top 7 cards. He's going to be able to get not only, he actually chooses to get, the 4 drop. And I don't know if it's 7 or 5. 7 would be very strong. But you look up the top certain amount of cards in your deck, you actually get a U7 card, costs 4 or less, or you can actually get a specified cost of 2, prefer a unison. It's actually for a unison here. You choose the 4-drop Goku, and the 4-drop Goku cannot come out unless you have 3 energies, and of course you got a combo too. So it's kind of like in essence an arrival, but of course an activate main. And so he got to set up as well. Unfortunately, Daniel didn't get to set up. This is like the best turn 1 that you can have for Goku here. So whenever you are playing, and whenever you're playing someone competitive and you're trying to go competitive, you got to try to Miyagi him. You got to try to not only understand what he's going to do, but then understand how he's going to go ahead and play the game. So right now, Daniel didn't start off with a Gohan, which means that, in my opinion, I think Daniel right now is behind. Oh, snap. He swung in, so leader to leader, and he actually comboed the Gohan to get out of it. So I don't know what this gentleman has in his hand in order to combo that Gohan. Normally, you want that Gohan on board. That way you can continue to plus right here. And we got Daniel is going to go ahead and tap 2, and I think it's going to be for his unison. Yes, it is. It's going to be for the Mr. Fantastic unison. He's going to be flailing his arms, which is one of the strongest unisons against blue in the game. It's not a once per turn to pop once you activate the counter skill. So he's going to go ahead and swing in, and now the Piccolo is being played for 2. Swings in after actually increasing a marker, drawing a card. Swings in for 15k, and of course Dylan is going to go down to 7 lives. Daniel's at 7 lives as well. So Dylan, looking at his hand, is about ready to charge for his second energy of the game. And of course, second energy of the game, he charges a Jiren. I'm actually kind of intrigued to see that. Me personally, I don't think playing the Jiren, of course, that's my play style. Playing Jiren is not really my forte here, because you turn 3 plays, you have a better play turn 3, which is clearing the board and playing that Vegeta that does have deflect, if I'm not mistaken. And of course, it negs ignoring barrier. That's definitely a card you want to play. And actually, he actually milled that card there. So he's got that Jiren there. Like I said, I feel the best unison in this particular deck is going to be the Piccolo. And I've actually heard that other players do not play the Piccolo unison. They actually don't play unisons at all. So they have something to play on each curve of each turn. And so he's going to go ahead and he's looking through his drop area, and now his super combos are live. And I'm assuming his super combos are live because every Goku deck is going to be playing the Sparking Frieza. Not only is it a U7 card, but of course the Sparking, if you have minimum of 5 cards in the drop area and your life is at 4 or less, you get 10k, you draw the card. Actually, not your life is at 4 or less. Scratch that. That's what the Sparking is all about. 5 cards minimum in the drop area, your leader card is red, draw a card, boom, get 10k power right there. He's going to go ahead and tap an energy, and it looks like he's going to be tapping an energy for an Android 17. These Android 17s put in quite a bit of work, but we're actually going to go ahead and on count. So depending on what he says is going to determine whether the Android goes to the drop area or not. So on counter window 1, you actually cannot use the Yamcha to actually to play it. So he hard casted the Android 17. Yamcha actually should not have been able to hit that 17. It can only hit stuff that is on the battlefield already. So already we see a misplay happening, not only by Daniel, but by Dylan as well, for the sincere reason that if I was Dylan and I see a Yamcha being played on a hard cast is only counter window 1, Yamcha does not hit the battle card that comes into play. So me as Dylan, I'd say, yeah, no, you played the Yamcha, but this Android 17 stays on board. And of course Daniel playing the Yamcha, not understanding that on a hard cast there's only counter window 1, and Yamcha cannot neg a battle card that actually is played counter window 1. So that is the first misplay of the first round here at SAS Super at Spectral. And so now he's actually thinking of what to do. They're both at 7 lives right now, which for me is actually kind of confusing. Normally when it comes to U7, they're actually more aggro. But of course, I've always heard in the past too that when it comes to the mirror match, a lot of people don't like actually playing the mirror match. Daniel's going to be drawing for turn, and he's about ready to charge his third energy. He actually charges the 4-drop Goku. Speaking of the 4-drop Goku, he's actually can arrival it. Oh wow, the one of goes into the drop area, and the drop area I speak of is the card Heartfelt Plea. He's going to go ahead and tick up a marker on the Piccolo and then draw a card too. So this is big hand advantage that's happening here by Daniel. He's going to go ahead. He's got 3 attacks. He's going to swing in with the leader first. So we're going to see if the leader is going to be met with a negate. It is not met with a negate, so now it's 10 to 10. He draws a card, and it looks like he's going to go ahead and take it. So Dylan is going to go down from 7 to 6 lives. We got Daniel that still has 2 swings remaining, and I'm actually wondering if he's going to actually try to play the Goku now or play the Goku later. And in this situation, we got a swing. Swinging from the unison. Do we have a response? And it looks like he is going to go ahead and respond. So respond in the sense that there's no negates, but he is going to super combo to get out of it. So that's 1 super combo down by the Goku player named Dylan. He's going to go ahead and tap 2, and on the tap 2, he's going to play... he's playing another Piccolo Unison. So in this scenario, Dylan actually knows that in the mirror match, they're not really swinging at the Unisons too much. So he plays another one, draws another card, and then swings in another 15k, which is not bad. We're going to see how this pans out here. 15k to 10k Goku after playing another Unison. And that Unison was not at low amount of markers. But like I said, we'll see how it pans out. This is more filtering. This is more cards coming to hand. Trying to pull cards from Dylan's hand into the drop area. He already used a super combo, and this is actually pretty smart of Daniel, because if he used 1 super combo now early in the game, he might use another one, and that's in fact what ends up happening. So he combos to get out of it with a super combo. Now he's going to continue to go ahead and make his opponent bleed until the opponent stops the bleeding. And right now the opponent, all he's done is use 2 super combos, and on top of using 2 super combos, now Dylan is at 5 lives. So this right now, you as the opponent, you're saying, oh snap, they've already used 2 super combos, they've taken damage, they're at 5 lives, so now he's sitting in a good position here. So I think it definitely was a good play to replay another Unison, draw a card, and continue swinging to try to get cards out of the opponent's hand. And he got 2 super combos out of the opponent's hand, which is key to what's going to happen later on in the game. Dylan charges his 3rd energy for the game. We got Goku, so Dylan at 5. Daniel still had a nice, healthy 7 lives, and now he has to try to figure out what to do. There is a Yamcha on board, but there is a Unison that he has to deal with. However, like I said, if you swing at the Unison, you're diverting all those attacks from the leader to the Unison, and that's actually the reason why people are okay and being comfortable with playing Unisons, because it's kind of like a deadly defender. And if you guys had played DBS all those years ago, you know exactly what a deadly defender did. If it was in rest mode, your opponent couldn't swing at the leader, so they had to divert all their attacks to the deadly defender. But the Unison is actually very unique in the sense that it plays like a planeswalker in Magic the Gathering. There is a minus effect, there's a plus effect. 9 times out of 10, the minus effect is OP, but of course, you can swing at the Unison. Unison does not have an activate battle, so they either need to negate or they need to block. If not, that marker is going to be gone. So Dylan is going to go ahead and play a Gohan. So 1, 2, 3. Let's go ahead and just count them. 4, 5. Okay, so it is the top 5. So you look at the top 5, you get to choose a U7 card, cost 4 or less, or you get a specific, a Unison specific cost of 2. And it looked like he whiffed. And that is not something that you want to do, you being the U7 player Dylan. But Daniel, I'm assuming, looking at that, saying anytime you whiff, is going to be more pluses for Daniel. We got Chaotic Cypher saying, a mirror match off the jump. Yes, hey, you know what? I'm telling you, man, when it comes to the King of the Hill actually brings out the competitive decks, brings out the competitive players, and, I mean, people want that sponsorship. You get everything paid for minus your food, man. I mean, who else wouldn't want that? And it's for the next tournament, man. If it was for the whole season afterwards, that'd be amazing. But it's only for the next tournament that you go to. And then, of course, right after that, you got to defend 7 more, or I guess in this case, you become the king and then defend 6 times. He's going to go ahead and burst. And, man, he's got some good cards that have been bursted into the drop area. Me, personally, that's why I can't be seen with burst. Only other time in my career that I've actually played burst, well, competitively, was Demigra. And they had an emergency ban list for that universe that kept on pulling cards, Overwhelm Warp. Oh, we actually have, nice. So swings in, and on the swing, he actually uses After Image, so he can try to not only hit his own life, but get that Gohan off board. So the After Image, you choose up to one of your leader cards or battle cards against 40k for the battle, and then choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards negative by 10k, and that's the reason why the Gohan was sent from the drop area, or from the field to the drop area. It's going to go ahead and awaken and then swing in on the awakening. Do we have a response here? And it looks like he's going to be looking at that drop area once again, because of course on the awakened side you can pull a U7 card from the drop area. So not all is lost, but when it comes to cards that you cannot pull, yeah, those are some strong ones right there. He's got a book in his hand though. He's got the Prisoner of Azkaban in his hand, man. That's a huge book. That's that advantage that players get whenever they play U7 Goku. That's another big reason why people are going to be playing certain decks, for that hand advantage. I mean, drawing consistently, making sure, oh my goodness, he's tapping. Oh, he's playing the Jiren. And so Jiren, of course, like I said, I specified before, like it's to each their own when it comes to unisons. But this unison does have an auto, so whenever your opponent plays a battle card, you can negate by 10k, and then of course negate the skills for the turn. But there is a plus, and the plus, I think inherently it does have double strike, and then of course there's a minus where you can neg an opponent's battle card by 25k if I'm not mistaken, ignoring barrier. So he's going to go ahead and swing. Oh, he's swinging in at the unison, trying to get those markers off, because guess what? Now that Jiren is going to be putting in damage, so his Piccolo only has one marker on it. However, it looks like it might actually survive, and Daniel might get one. Oh, he will be getting another draw off of that Piccolo. So Daniel drawing for turn and gonna charge the fourth energy of this game. We're gonna see how Daniel can actually, also he charges, oh wow, he charges the negate right there. He charges that counter, and he's gonna go ahead and actually burst to draw a card, and he did burst the 8-drop. I saw that 8-drop burst, and he actually discarded a Gohan. So we'll see what he ends up doing. I mean, if he does awaken, he can actually bring that 4-drop back, and I think the sparking, I think both of them have the sparking, to be honest. It's gonna be whoever plays the sucker first, and it does have so many keyword skills. Of course, it's got that deflect, it's got that 2-piece, it's got that double strike, and it's got that dual attack. It's got a lot of keyword skills on it. So we're gonna go ahead and see. He's got a swing with, oh, he's gonna tap one. He's gonna tap one. He plays the Android 17. So this is gonna be another searcher of the deck. So the Gohan is a play search. This Android 17 is a swing and search. So we're gonna see if it actually stays on board, which it looks like it might. Remember, there's only one thing that he can do to interrupt it, and that's going to be the Jiren's auto. Other than that, he's tapped out, so he's going to be getting the search. Now if he does utilize the Jiren's ability, it's going to neg the Android 17 by 10k, so we're going to see what he does. However, if he does do that, oh wait, he's got a card. Oh, the Videl with a nice fluff.
Oh, he snaps.
Oh, snaps. You want me to dot? Oh, you can't be here. Okay, there you go. He's gonna go ahead and play the Videl, and the Videl, and oh wow, I actually missed it. My goodness, I missed it. All right, so what happened was he was trying to play the Videl in order to do some damage on board, but then the Videl was actually met with the Vegeta. The Vegeta says if a card were to be played, so first of all, you have to have 3 or more energy. Second of all, if the card were to be played with 15k power or less, you tap 1 energy, bring it out, and actually get sent to the drop area instead. Very, very good card right there. So now he's going to go ahead and swing in with the Android 17. Is going to allow him to get a search, but we're going to see if it's going to be met with a negate here, because a negate can actually do some damage. Now what negate he's going to use, we don't know. Oh, there he goes. He's going to go ahead and use the blocker negate. So he's going to pull a card from life to actually get a blocker on board. And that blocker is going to have, oh nice, and then the Piccolo is going to go ahead and pop it. So when it comes to these blocker negates, the blocker negate is actually, it's not gonna be beneficial in this matchup, because you got the Piccolo unison on board and he's gonna continue to pop your blocker negates. So it's as if you took the damage from Android 17 anyways. So like I said, that's gonna be very detrimental. I think if you really wanted to do some damage, you wanted to play after image. After image is not only you're gonna take a life from it, but you can actually stop an attack with that after image. That is gonna be what kind of the blocker negate does, but of course you're gonna send it to the drop area instead of an attack being blocked. So right there, it looks like he swung in, and swinging in, we got, oh, let me go ahead and change it right now. Dylan has 4 lives. Dylan has 4 lives. Daniel has 6 lives right now. Swinging in with Goku, do we have a response? I don't know if he's swinging in with to the lead or swinging in at the Jiren right now. The Jiren, oh, he's going to super combo, so I'm assuming he swung at the Jiren. So swinging at the Jiren, because the Jiren has a base of 20k power, and of course the leader only have 10k. You combo, you get to 20k, and of course there is no battle step. There's no defensive step on the receiving end when you have a unison. swinging in. And I think he's going to go ahead and pour everything he has into getting rid of that unison, because the thing is, if he gets rid of that unison and Dylan wants to establish yet another unison, he has to tap out 3 more energies for it. And of course, that's going to be beneficial in Daniel's play. Yep. Yep, there he goes right there. Combos a skill list in order to get up to 20. And so now the Jiren, it looks like the Jiren might be at 2 markers, I think. The Jiren's at 2 markers right now. And Daniel's still thinking. He's got 2 energy open. So if he wanted to continue pushing to try to get rid of that unison, he could, but he needs to be aware that he's going to be dropping cards from his hand as well. So it's like a tit for tat. So he's going to be tapping 1, and he's going to be playing a Frieza. He's going to be playing the Frieza, and there you go. The neg is going to happen. He's getting real quick. Neg by 10K right there. So now he is going to have to go ahead and combo, or that was the bait, and he can play yet another card to try to swing in and get the Jiren off board. No, he's going to go ahead and swing in. Response on the swinging in. Do we have a negate? Remember, he is tapped out. He's already used the Jiren's ability, and then, of course, he already tried to use... Oh, yep, super combo right there. If I'm not mistaken, the Frieza actually has a base of 20K power, but the Jiren actually does. Oh no, so I think the Frieza only had 15K power, negated by 10, so the 10 is going to bring it back to up to 15, and then the 5 is going to, oh, there it goes, gets sent to the drop area, and actually Daniel succeeded in getting that unison off board. So now what it's going to take is Daniel surviving this next turn, and we shall see if Dylan actually has seen his secret or not, because that can be the game changer here. Drawing a card, and now Daniel is looking to see what to charge for his 4th turn in this game. Woohoo! He does have a super combo in hand. Now, mind you, he does have the 4-drop that he searched early in the game, and it looks like he has 1 super combo in hand. He actually used 2 super combos early in the game. So right now, he's kind of behind. When it comes to looking at each other's boards, presence, Daniel's ahead. When it comes to looking at the life, of course, Daniel's ahead in that aspect too. And when it comes to a hand, right now, it looks like they might be equivalent when it comes to a hand advantage. But of course, Daniel's got 2 out of 3, so that is going to go ahead and push the W toward Daniel. It is Daniel's game to lose right now. Now, it could be the commentator's curse. Hopefully it's not that case, but of course he does have a Jiren that he could establish if he wanted to. He's going to go ahead and activate the ability of his leader to draw a card. Very strong. The fact that you can draw and not swing, very good in that sense, but of course this is not a hand destruction, so it's not too detrimental in this sense. He does have a Goku swing. He's trying to see if he can get something going. He does have Android in his hand. I'm going to have to speak a little bit low because now I'm talking about what he has in his hand. Oh, he does have the Vegeta. So I guess that's a staple in Goku decks in order to have that. He does have an after image. Oh, he does play not Bad Omen. Omen Awakening. So he does play Omen Awakening, but he does not have a unison on board in order to utilize that Omen Awakening, because if I'm not mistaken, you need a unison in order to pull a card from life to make it cheaper, but I think you needed a unison just to play it in general. Not quite sure. We'll see what he does with that one. Hey, yo, bottom deck. What's happening, boss man? Nothing much, player, nothing much. I'm just commentating. I'm doing what I love and love what I'm doing, and this is round 1 here on SAS Super at Spectral. I'm your commentator, PR Sign, and we're going to have a good old time here on Tuesday because everything goes up on Tuesday. Dylan right now was actually thinking about tapping an energy to play something, but he actually forewent that, and now he's swinging in with the leader. Now he's trying to clear some board presence. So when it comes to the game, I mean, it's kind of redundant what these players do. If you cannot swing at the leader, you don't want to give him hand advantage. You want to go ahead and just clear the board is what you want to do. Just clear the board at that state. Tapping 1 for the Frieza. Do we have a response on the own Frieza being played? Daniel is actually looking at his hand. And if I'm not mistaken, I think the Frieza does have deflect as well. So he's going to go ahead, and the Yamcha is cleared off board. We have 2 Friezas looking at each other. We have a unison that actually is the difference between these 2 boards. Swinging in with the 4-drop Frieza. Do we have a response? Looks like we do not have a response. Swinging in once again. So this Frieza does have dual attack. But make sure that when it comes to your dual attack, guys, that you do not cheat yourself. Because yellow is a prevalent deck in the meta. When you swing with dual attack, that card stays in rest mode until the end of the battle. Then you restand. If you swing and restand, then your opponent throws down a Zamasu and puts it in rest mode. That actually can hurt you, but that's not supposed to happen. The only time that can actually happen is when an auto occurs and it has to restand the card. Make sure you remember those. Those are the plays that can actually make it or break it, because that's one extra swing there. we have an android not only being played but swinging, and on the search we get another super combo, which is actually going to be the last super combo that Dylan has within the deck. Daniel is actually going to go ahead and reciprocate with his own Frieza super combo on the swing of that one. And that was the second and final swing of Frieza. And then, of course, we already had the android swinging in as well. With 2 energy open, I don't know what Dylan can actually do here unless he's going to continue playing more 1-drops and swinging in with those 1-drops. Now, he went ahead. He threw the limp wrist, man. He passed turn. And now it is Daniel's turn to go ahead and throw what's going to happen on the crackback. The crackback here, Daniel's going to charge. He charges the one of, oh my goodness, he charges the new ruler. The new ruler having the effect of your opponent cannot actually activate any blockers on this card's attack. And then, of course, coming out, having the keyword skill double strike. And then, of course, giving your own card 5k power. So 20k double strike cannot be blocked. Very good card. It is a one of. And we see right here that he ended up charging a one of. So Daniel thinking what to do. Daniel right now is in a good position, but we have to see some type of movement here because the rounds are going to be like the best of 1 rounds that we had at Fest. Only 30-minute rounds, and we got our TO here, Raul, that's going to make sure to keep track of all of that as well. So we got a nice, smooth tournament going, and then on top of that, we got King of the Hill that's going to be happening, and of course, you got your PR Sign that's going to commentate one way and then change it to another. Ooh, swinging in and comboing a Kotakai, or a.k.a. Mike Wazowski, having the effect of in the drop area. You can tap one, remove it from the game. You can choose up to 1 card or up to 2 cards, bottom deck it, and then however many cards you bottom deck, you actually draw that many cards as well. So he's going to go ahead, and I think he activates it. So by activating it, he puts it underneath the leader. The leader doesn't have any effect on top of that. It's just to show that it's removed from the game, not at the warp. So there's a difference with those 2 cards. So he's going to go ahead and read it, but it's a nice little filtering here. So he can take 1 or 2 cards, put them at the bottom, and then, of course, however many he put at the bottom, he draws that many cards there too. So we're going to see what he ends up doing here. He does have 4 energies, and of course I'm thinking that he's going to filter. He's going to try to see if he gets his SCR out on board because he's gone through quite a bit of the deck. If he did have the SCR in the drop area, he could just go ahead and awaken and then utilize the ability of the leader in order to pull the U7 from the drop area. Unless he already has it in hand. Oh no, he has the 8-drop, but it's still good. It's still good. So the 8-drop coming out, this is such a great art. Oh my goodness. The Goku and the Jiren. I'm over here thinking it was going to be a U11 card, but alas, it's not a U11 card. It is a U7 card. So it has the abilities. There you go, minus, negging the whole board. And now we're going to go ahead and see what's going to happen. Swinging in, so the Kotakai is in effect. Now, every time he plays a battle card on this turn right here, he has to drop 2 cards from his hand. So very good to keep your opponent locked like that, but he has to do something here. Boom. Oh, after image. So we got an after image happening here. Yep, there you go. Choose your battle cards. Choose your leader cards. So we got minus 10k off of the Goku swing that's happening there. We're going to see what he ends up doing here. He's going to go ahead and look at his opponent's hand. Woo! Look at the opponent's hand. He's got Vegeta. He's got Jiren. He's got a super combo. Oh, he's got his own 8-drop that he can actually reciprocate. Oh, he's got the SCR. He's got the SCR. Oh, man. This is going to be something here. I think Daniel is realizing that he has to try to end the game right here. If he does not end the game right here, he might be in a world of hurt on the crackback of Dylan. And I think at this moment in time, Dylan actually might have quite a bit of a game to win here, just for the sincere reason that that secret is in his hand. And that secret, if I'm not mistaken, is dual attack triple strike. So he gets rid of the super combo. On getting rid of the super combo, now, of course, we have the after image still in effect. So now his leader is at 55k power. And, of course, now the Goku and Jiren is going to be at 10k less on the swing. So this swing is not going to connect unless Daniel decides to combo up. But if he combos up, it's not going to take that much for Dylan to actually combo. So he's going to go ahead, stop the battle, restand it. So on the restand right here, we're going to see another swing. Now he has to be swinging in this situation. Swing with the lead. Any response here? If it's met with a negate, I mean, honestly, we already saw what's in Dylan's hand. There's not going to be a negate that's going to be met with this leader swing. He's going to go ahead and awaken. Restand a card, draw a card. I don't know if that restand is actually going to help in this scenario, but it's going to be 15k to 15k. He's going to go ahead and combo. He combos the 4-drop Goku, and now we get a draw on the Daniel's side of the field. And so Daniel actually has a huge drop area, and he's dwindling down in the cards in his deck. Swinging in, does he have a response on this second swing of the 8-drop here? He might actually have a response. He might not. Oh my goodness, I think he does have a response. Realm of the Gods, if I'm not mistaken here. Tap 1, play it, and now he's got to activate the abilities. Now remember, with these Realm of the God cards, there are 2 abilities on there. One ability if it's your turn, one ability if it's your opponent's turn. And so of course they give 10k power on the swing here. Swinging in with the Frieza cards, Frieza's going to be swinging in for, I believe, either 15k or 19k power. We're going to go ahead and combo a Vegeta just to get out of it. Tapping 1, what's he going to tap for? We tap for an Android 17 on play, swinging in. Do we have a response on that? We don't have a response. We got an auto. Look up the top 3 cards, get a U7 to hand. This is actually going to be pretty detrimental here, because once Daniel passes, we can only imagine what Dylan has to do. Might have to sequence it correctly, but I think Dylan has the game once Daniel passes. Of course, he does have the 8-drop that he can reciprocate. He does have his own SCR. An SCR that's very strong, does have the keyword skill Deflect. And Deflect with dual attack, triple strike. I'm pretty sure he does have the criteria met for it. And he's going to go ahead and pull from life. Why not pull from life? There's no other rhyme or reason. Oh, double strike. There's no other rhyme or reason. He's going to go ahead and activate the ability to pull a card from life. Oh, watch this man have an overrun double strike and end the game right here. I mean, honestly, that would be... Oh, no, he passed his turn. He passed his turn. Oh my goodness. Dylan right here restanding all of his energy. About ready to charge his 5th energy for the game. Draws. And I think this is going to be it for Dylan. We know that Daniel had pulled a super combo to try to help when it comes to fighting off these attacks. We'll go ahead and see what it ends up doing. But of course, the Vegeta does have an amazing effect to clear the board. So clearing the board as well is going to be detrimental to Daniel. So if he cannot clinch the game, clearing the board is going to be the next best thing. But of course, Daniel probably has a card that he can pull, that he can play, and try to clinch the game. He only has 2 cards left in life. If Dylan does decide to play the SCR, it is going to nearly tap him out. And then of course he's going to have 1 energy open, the 1 energy being for a negate that he might have, the extra card that says every swing is going to be negged by 10k power. So there's some stuff that you can do with 1 energy, but with 2 lives, it's definitely going to be narrowing down to the end of round 1. So he charges. Now he's going to go ahead and activate main to draw a card, and he actually drew a pretty decent card there. That's going to be After Image that can actually save him next turn, but he has to clear board in this scenario in order for him to try to even think about surviving the following turn. His opponent is tapped out. So in this scenario, I think it's actually just, yeah, you got to go for it. But oh no, he's swinging in. So he's swinging in with his leader. And at this situation, you're giving your opponent more hand. Swinging in with the only 15k power, he's going to take that card to hand. Now that's 1 more card that your opponent has instead of just trying to swing in with the SCR at this point. So you got to, it's a mental state here that you got to be thinking about. And so you as Dylan right now turns have been called. So if you cannot survive the next turn, you have to try to go for game here. But you have to make sure your sequencing is on point, because you could have given your opponent a card that could have changed the game. So in the situation, I'm not going to lie, I actually would have thrown down with the Vegeta. If I'm not mistaken, if it is dual attack and triple strike, I would have thrown it down first, see what I can do, try to push in, try to get some type of headway with it, because if I'm not mistaken, also burns as well. So you want to see that hand from your opponent. You want to get them to drop cards out of their hand. You want to get them to lose their board presence. So Dylan right now is really thinking hardcore. Come on, player. Come on, we can't have this, player. Let's go. You're in turns right now. So we got 0, 1, 2, 3 that's going to be happening for turns within the round. And then, of course, after that, the judge is going to go ahead and stop it. He's going to go over there and look to see what the presence is when it comes to life, when it comes to the hand, when it comes to board, and then when it comes to the number of cards within the deck. I mean, I do understand that Dylan has to try to win it right here, but there's only but so much that you can do with 5 energies, because you're tapping 4 energies for either the 8-drop, you're tapping 4 energies for either the SCR, so you're doing some stuff here. He ends up tapping 4, and now he's looking in his drop area for, I actually don't know what he's looking in the drop area for, but he does tap the 4, and now he's going to go ahead and play. There you go. Play the boy. Play the SCR. Right there, SCR being played. So now he's already made headway. SCR on the board. It's not the God rare, but you know what? It's a rare nonetheless, and it's a very, very sweet card right there. If you're going to go out, you go out with a bang. But he's still looking at his drop area because I'm assuming that in order for his effects to go off or to get the full amount of the card, you have to have some type of sparking. So the sparking, he's going to go ahead and neg the leader. Swinging in, do we have response? We do. We actually have the barrier negate. So he pulls from life. Now he's going to have the blocker that comes, or not barrier negate, the blocker negate. So now the blocker is going to be coming out. So he negs, he pulls a card from life, blocker comes out. So now he has to think what to do in this scenario. Now, Dylan's looking at that card. I would play it. I would play it. Play it. He's looking at the Vegeta. The Vegeta says if a battle card were to be played with 15k power or less, it goes to the drop area instead. Yes, that token is hit. Remember, what doesn't hit tokens is cost. If the Vegeta would have said 4 cost or less, it would not be able to hit the token. But because it looks at power, it actually can hit the token, and he could swing in again with that Vegeta and try to close that game. You have to. You have to in this scenario, and then you got to combo your hand. So you'll swing in. I know Daniel does have quite a bit of cards in the hand, but you gotta go for it. He's gonna go ahead and tap. You gotta tap, player. You gotta go for it. Boom. There you go. Push it. Push in. Push in. Drop area. And of course, since it's a token, it doesn't send to the drop. It's not sent to the drop area. So now we got one more swing. You got to try to swing in. There you go. Swinging with the SCR. And the reason why I would swing in with the SCR in this scenario is because if you try to poke with the other cards, not only are you adding cards to your opponent's hand, but remember, your opponent is tapped out. So at any point in time, they can pull from life and then go ahead with their own negates too. So you want to make sure that this hits. They'll be down to 1 life left, and then all the negates that they have in hand are worthless. And it has no combo power as well. Oh, he's comboing everything. Oh, he's comboing everything. Oh, he's dropping it. Drop it off. Drop it off. So he must burn on leaving too. That's the reason why he's doing it. He burns on leaving. So super combo. Let's go. Let's go. We got 10k. We got another 10k. We got 20k. We got 30k. We got 40k. Oh, he's pushing the 40k. Ah, no, he doesn't have enough. He actually just barely passed the base power. He barely passed the base power. I don't think. Oh, the royal blue. Oh, the royal blue. No, he's comboing. I would have actually counted first before dropping all those cards to hand. But like I said, if this one hits, this is going to close the game out. Oh, yep. And there's that one right there. Oh, oh, wow. What a round one. Look at that right there. The whole time, it looked like Daniel actually had the W. And then, of course, we see Dylan. Not only did we see his hand from the effect of the 8 drop, but we saw that the SCR was there. He had to play it the way that he needed to play it. Like I said, swinging in with the lead in order to pull a card from the hand. That's one more card that your opponent actually got to see. In this scenario, it actually ended up paying off in the long run for him. But yeah, no, sometimes you got to just go in there. You got to make sure that your opponent cannot pull cards from their life. Put them down to as much life as they possibly can. And no, even if you were to swing with the SCR first. So swinging with the SCR, let's say, for example, the Goku did not swing and did not hit. Swing with the SCR. That's going to be a triple right there. Because the opponent pulled from life. The opponent was at 6 life. When you swing from the SCR, your opponent cannot pull from life unless it's an after image. Remember, that blocker negate you can only pull from life if you have 5 lives or less. So the fact that he swung in with the leader actually put his blocker negate and made it live. So that's the reason why he had plays. So swinging in with the Vegeta, it probably would have hit. So gone from 7, I think he had 6 cards in life. So from 6 to 3. And then after that, then he would have pulled for the blocker negate. Then, of course, he would have done the Vegeta. And then he would have had 2 cards left in his life. At that point, you go ahead and activate you'll swing in. And then you'll activate the Vegeta effect. And you'll sequence it that way. That way, your opponent, you're trying not to give them too much options and too many avenues to use those negates. Very well played. Very well played by Dylan. That was the end of round 1 here at SAS. This is Super at Spectral. I almost said Senpai. I'm your commentator, PR Sign, and yes, everything goes up on a Tuesday. Don't go anywhere. We got more coming up, and then after the tournament, we got King of the Hill when Bobby's going to defend his title against the contender, Christian from Team Dortmund. Stay tuned. I'll be right back. Yo, what's happening, Dragon Ball Super players? I am your commentator, PR Sign, and this is SAS. This is Super at Spectral. How are you guys doing this lovely evening, this lovely Tuesday, where everything goes up on a Tuesday? It's phenomenal. Hey, guys, you know what? I'm having a good time, man. I got my decks that I was play testing with, and I actually got to play test against Invoker, which is actually pretty good to play test against, especially now that Invoker has that Android 17 card, which is actually, in my opinion, not that broken. Let's go ahead and say something to get you guys on the chat. Invoker's still bad. But no, I ended up playing Invoker, and of course, you know, I play my Trunks deck. So with the Trunks deck, I go ahead and I put my own thing on there, and we go ahead and bottom deck that card before they even get to the big plays. So we're gonna this actually. Oh, let me actually go ahead and switch up the rounds. So we got round 2 here. Let's switch up the life for you guys, and it's gonna be Nick actually on stream, and Nick is gonna be playing against. Who is the other guy that Nick is playing against? Hey, Raul! Oh, Ali. Gotcha. Who's playing against Nick? I gotcha. We're going to go ahead and save it right there. All right, they're going to be rolling, and you already know what that means. We headed to the mats. Here we go. So we got Ali and Nick. Nick is going to be playing Blue Baby, and Ali is going to be playing Yellow Frieza. And it looks like Nick just started off the game with playing the Realm of the Gods as energy, and he passed turn. Ali's going to go ahead and actually charge a Flash. Oh, what is it with these charging of the great cards here? And so he's going to go ahead and play Tagoma, if I'm not mistaken. He's going to play it, draw a card, activate the effect of Frieza, pop it, restand, draw a card, swinging in at the lead. Oh, he's going to take that life. So Nick quickly goes down from 8 lives to 7 lives. He's going to go ahead and tap the Gohan Frieza army, draw a card, and then pass turn on that. We got Nick that's going to be charging the counter Vegeta, swinging in, and Ali's going to go ahead and take life as well. Both of these guys at 7 apiece. Ali's turn, drawing a card, playing pretty fast right here. We actually already had pre-sides ago. He's going to go ahead and charge the Zamasu, and of course it goes in rest mode. He's going to pop it, draw a card, and restand the Zamasu. Very good play right there, and on the pops, I mean, that's how you get the energies going. So it is a dual color deck. Swinging in with Frieza. Do we have no response on there? Nick is actually taking the life, which I'm actually kind of shocked to see, because normally Baby just throws down a whole bunch of negates. Ali's going to go ahead and play a 1-drop, draw a card from there, and now he's going to go ahead and pass turn. Nick is going to charge his 3rd energy for the game. Nick at 6 lives. Ali at 7 lives. We got a Goku that we see in his energy. He's going to go ahead and actually drop, so on the swing, combo the ape. Ali takes the life, and then on top of that, we're going to tap 2 for the ape and draw 2 cards. So I actually don't know if Nick is actually seeing his cards. Is the reason why we haven't been seeing any negates from him. But we got Ali charging his 3rd energy for the game here. He charges, and on the charge, he's going to go ahead and tap and play another 1-drop right there. Draw a card, and so he's going to activate the leader ability. He's going to pop it, draw a card, and restand an energy, and then swing in with the lead. 10-10. Do we have a response? Ali swinging into Nick. We do have a combo, and the combo is going to be a Saiyan Ape, so that's definitely going to be used in the following turn, tapping 2 and drawing 2 cards. Ali ends up passing turn, and now we have Nick about ready to charge the 4th energy of the game, and he charges the Buu Unison, so we do know what he has. He's going to go ahead and swinging in, and then of course playing his own Buu Unison right there. So swings in, Ali does take the life, so Ali goes down to 5. Buu Unison coming in, drawing the card on the +0, and then swinging in, and it is met with the negate, so a riposte here to try to stop that Majin Buu from the double strike that it can have. And then of course it looks like he is going to pass turn. That is supposed to happen at the beginning of the main phase, but actually, to tell you the truth, you can just restand the Buu, restand the energy, and nothing is going to happen. There's no interaction that is going to be out of sequence if you do it at the end of the turn, as opposed to as soon as Ali charges. So Ali is going to go ahead and charge, and he charges his 4th energy of the game, swings in with a riposte 15k power. We do get a 1-drop extra card, and I say 1 drop because it is reduced by 1 due to the effect of the field, and that is going to negate, and he does get to draw a card on top of that. Now he has 2 energies open for negates. He does have the Majin Buu that Ali has to play around. It does have the ability to bottom deck a battle card. It can block, and then of course, like, that's very, very good stuff that Blue has in its arsenal, with Majin Buu on board. We got Frieza that's going to be swinging in. Frieza, 10K to 10K. Do we have a response? Nick is thinking about the response right here, and it looks like it's not met with a negate. Oh, but it's met with a flash. Woo! So a flash is going to go ahead and add 15K power to the Frieza swing, and Nick is going to go ahead and take that damage. It's going to be 5 to 5. He's going to pop the riposte, restand an energy, and then draw a card on top of that. Now, Ali is trying to figure out, I don't know if Ali plays any Self-Awakeners in this deck, and I don't believe he does, but he went ahead and threw the limp wrist, and now it is Nick's turn. Nick is about ready to charge the 5th energy, and at this point in time, that ape is live. Because, I mean, when it comes to seeing that blue baby, you already know that there's going to be certain cards that you play in this particular deck. Does charge a rumble. Now he's going to go ahead and not only pluses the 0 to draw the card, but he's going to swing in double, 20K double to try to get him down from 5 lives to 3 lives, which is very good strategically because, I mean, swinging in at the leader, you don't want him directly at a 4 life and then go ahead and have him plus. You want to make sure that he drops cards out of his hands because no one wants to go from 5 to 3. We got a flash that's happening right there. So he flashed again. Oh my goodness. Nick is just getting flashed all through this game, man. He got flashed twice, and then there's 1 flash in the energy. So the maximum amount of flash that Ali can have right now is going to be 1. So if he plays 3, we've already seen 3. If he plays 4, there's 1 more left that Ali has. We got Nick that's going to go ahead and actually go down to 4 lives using the effect of the field. Effect of the field now, it's going to allow him to, I believe it's a draw 2 for the awakening ability. So he's going to bottom deck. So on top of bottom decking, there's his awakening, and yup, it is in fact a draw 2 on the awakening. It does have Overlord. I was gonna say Overwhelm on the awakening side. We got DBS Duelist, the man, the myth, the legend, PR sign. Bring the hype, and you know I always try to bring the hype, man. Much love to you, boss. How you been? How you doing on this Tuesday evening? Let me know what your woes are. Let me know how you doing in DBS, boss. And he's going to go ahead and tap. So he taps 2 to play the Saiyan Ape, draws 2 cards. Nick right now has a huge book in his hand. He's trying to develop that hand advantage, and he's real good. He really, as a blue baby player, he's got 4 energies open. He's got a Majin Buu on board. He's got a huge hand. He is good to go right here. He's going to pass turn to now Ali, so they're both at 4 lives apiece. Ali right now can actually pop off in this scenario, and what I mean by pop off is you can use the effect to not only, of course, get true value, play something, pop, draw, restand, awaken, and then of course you get another pop too because it's a new card on the awakening side. So you'll pop, draw, restand 2 energies, and then go from there. So both of them have pretty good book. Hey, no, Nick got the Goblet of Fire in his hand right now. Ali got the Prisoner of Azkaban, but Nick got a huge hand, and of course blue with a huge hand like that, it's going to be very difficult to get through. However, when it comes to playing yellow, the big card in your arsenal is going to be Cooler. He's going to hard cast Repose. So hard casting Repose, swinging in 15K power. Do we have a response? He's going to he's going to be met with a Gohan right here. Gohan Brainwash. So now if he has to swing in, he has to on cost. Wait. Oh! That's the card in the arsenal right there. Cooler, so counter. So that Gohan is going to get sent to the drop area. We got Ali that's going to go ahead and draw a card on top of that. He does have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's 5 or 6. He can draw an extra card on one of those 2. I'm not sure yet, but the cards do matter. And now that he has 2, so this swing is still going in. There's this 15K going into the lead because he did counter. Now he has 2 Frieza's Army on board. Oh, so he comboed out of that. 2 Frieza's Army on board, but guess what? He's going to go ahead and pop. Draw a card, restand it. Oh, yeah, just one play. Restand an energy, draw a card, but he does have yet another one. He can restand 2 energies. Oh, no, so draw 2 cards. And then, of course, he has another one, pop, restand 2 energies, and then draw another card. So now he's catching up when it comes to hand advantage right there. Pop, restand. Oh, man, such cheap cards right here. And then draw a card. My goodness. Wow. Swings in with the Cooler, and the Cooler is met with a negate. That negate is going to be a 1 cost, of course, because remember the errata of the field card. The field card does say it reduces the cost of all counter cards if your battlefield is empty. Oh, I say battlefield, but if there are no battle cards on board, battlefield is not empty, of course, because you have the field card right there. So we got Nick that actually has 3 energies open. We have Ali with 3 energies open. He's going to go ahead and tap 1 to play. He's going to play another riposte. Very cheap playing these ripostes, but he's pushing in 15k to the lead. Do we have a response? We still have yet to proc the blocker ability from the Unison, to have yet to bottom deck from the Unison as well. He's just continuing to filter the hand. So negate, restand, and then draw a card on top of that. Swinging in with the lead to lead. Do we have a response on that? Nick is dropped. Oh my goodness, he has the card in hand. He has Thanos in hand. Oh, nice. So this card, it's a 6 drop, but it does say however many cards energy your opponents had, reduce the cost of this card. So the specified cost is going to be 3. So it comes out, it's got deflect, it's got barrier, it's got triple strike, and it does say that he can no longer swing in at the leader. So that's going to be his primary target right there. He's going to go ahead and draw a card off of the leader's swing, and it looks like that actually might be the turn here. Wait, he's going to go ahead and pop and restand. Wait, he already did that. He already did that. I think that was a once per turn. Whoopsies. Yeah, that's definitely a once per turn right there. But as the commentator, like I said, these guys, I'm not the judge. I'm not the judge. So he taps 1 for a Basil, and then he draws a card on the play of the Basil. The Basil does specify if your opponent has a certain amount of cards in rest mode. I believe it's 5. You can get 10k, or you can get 19k, and then dual attack right there. So now he's trying to draw right here. Swinging in with the Basil, and the Basil has to go to the Goku. It has to go to the Goku here. 19k power, it seems like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So swinging in, so he used the Frieza ability twice in 1 turn to restand 2 and draw a card. Yeah, judge. I mean, it's already been passed. You can't repair the game state right now. So, unfortunate right here. And so swinging in, and it looks like, man, I missed the play. I missed what was going on talking to the judge. But that's fine. That's fine. The Basil, I have no idea where the Basil is, unless they actually redid all of that. But no, they didn't redo all of that because the energy is still up right there. We got, Chaotic Cypher already knows. AGS, man. AGS is what I like to say. Accept the game state. We got Ali that's going to go ahead and play the ulti here. And the ulti is going to be the Sin Shenron. So normally it has a high cost. However, it's reduced by 1 for every 1 cost card in your drop area. So there's quite a bit here. I ended up counting. Taps 1, it comes out. Now it has, of course, it has the ultimate. Of course, it has blocker. And of course, it has the ability where it cannot be removed from board. It does have deflect. Swole, he's swinging in with it. 35, but he has to swing in with the Goku. Yeah, he has to swing in at the Goku. He can no longer swing in at the leader this turn. So there it goes. It's met with a negate. So he's going to go ahead and Dimension Magic. And so right now they're both at 4 lives apiece. Ali tried pushing. He tried doing what he could right here. And with a huge stack, he might actually end up having to pass turn on that. Wow. Look at the hand advantage. Woo! Hand advantage right here is quite a bit. And I think, yeah, there's not much you can do in this situation, man. You got to just go ahead and pass it. I know when it comes to Nick right now, Nick actually has a very, very good board. When he restands all his energy, he's going to charge his 6th energy for the game. Yup, he threw the limp wrist. He's going to charge his 6th energy for the game. Not only is that Goku restand, it's a triple striker, and I'm pretty sure he's going to try to bait out or swing in, and he does. I know it. You got to have it. You got to have it when you're playing this deck. You got to have the ape. You definitely have enough energy for it. Boom, swinging in. Do we have a response? Ali's going to go ahead and tap 1 and respond for the riposte. Oh, did Nick see the ape? No, he did not see the ape. Swinging in with the Majin Buu Unison. It does have a double strike. It does have 20k power. Of course, you have the ability to +0, draw a card on top of that. If you do that, you get to restand 1 energy, and of course restand Majin Buu himself. Swinging in 20, double strike, and it looks like we're going to go ahead and out combo it fairly easily, bottom decking the card and then drawing 2 cards. If your leader card is yellow, you're at 4 lives or less, all your energy is yellow, you can bottom deck a card, draw 2 cards, gain 10k for the duration of the battle, or for the duration of the turn is what the card's read. So he's looking at the riposte, and the riposte is definitely going to be a cost to put in rest mode. I know when it first came out, people were saying, oh, well, it might not be cost. I can swing even though I don't have anything left to put in rest mode. But no, it definitely is cost. So he's going to be swinging in with the ape, puts an energy in rest mode, draws a card, and now we're going to see what Ali does. He's going to go ahead and combo out of it. So it's back and forth. These guys started off real fast, and now it's starting to slow down a little bit. Oh, he's tapping 3. Oh, nice! Bottom deck. Woohoo! So the Vegeta comes out. It is a counter, but hey, you can hard cast it too. Nothing says that you cannot hard cast it. He gets to bottom deck 2 cards. Unfortunately, I don't think he'll be able to bottom deck that Sin Shenron, but he'll be able to bottom deck the Cooler and the Repose. And oh, it looks like it's going to be met with a Cold Bloodlust. Oh! So the Vegeta was met with a Cold Bloodlust, so now it has no effects coming into play. Definitely nice, because Vegeta right now would have had 20k power, would have had dual attack, and would have bottom decked 2 cards from the opponent's side of the field. Now it's just a 20k vanilla. Ali's going to go ahead and take that. So Ali goes down from 4 lives to 3 lives. He's going to go ahead and pass the turn after that. Oh, no, he does not pass the turn after that. Does not pass. Oh, no, swings it. Okay. Nick passes the turn. Ali restands. Gotcha. Draws turn. Now Ali's about ready to charge his 5th energy. And so we only have 1 energy that's dual color. Everything else is mono yellow. So I'm curious as to what he needs the blue for. Oh, nice. On swing, he's going to go ahead and play Oceanus. And boom, it's met with a Cooler. Right here, this was a better Cooler play than the last Cooler play last turn. Right here, I agree with this right here. We need to keep on swinging. That Oceanus right there was going to put a crink in his plays if he had to continue milling. And right now, Frieza is not in a position to mill if he's trying to go for game right here. We got 2 Coolers on board, very strong, 2 Coolers. However, that Goku is in rest mode, so I believe he cannot swing in at the leader. He has to try to get that Goku off board as best as possible. Does have the keyword skill barrier, so it does make it a little bit more difficult. Oh, nice! Nice right there. So on the swing, so not only was the Cooler met with the Oceanus, the attack still goes through. We got the 1-up power of the Super Saiyan, putting the Majin Buu in rest mode. So now he won't be able to activate blocker. He still gets the bottom deck though at some point in the turn. He's going to go ahead and super combo, bottom decking 1, drawing 2 cards. So we're filtering. We got some nice filtering here. And it looked like at first, there you go. So maybe the blue was for the Sensu Bean. So blue is for the Sensu Bean right here to restand energy. And we'll see if Nick is going to go ahead and take it or if he's going to go ahead and combo out of it. Nick is thinking right here. My goodness. There's so many memes on the Academy Awards, man. So many memes, bro. So many memes. We went ahead and actually super comboed. So he actually used a Zeno super combo. We're going to see what card he ends up pulling from his energy. Unless I've already missed it. Now, there he goes. He's looking. He's looking for the Sensu Bean. He's looking. Oh. He ends up, man, I just saw that card too. I just saw that card and I forgot what he pulled up right there. But he pulls up a card and, of course, he brings out a Rumble in active mode. Out combos it. And, of course, now he has 2 energies open. Swinging in Sin Shenron 2. Oh, no, he's not going to be swinging it. He's going to pop. Okay, so he's going to pop, draw, and then restand. Try to see if he can get more advantage there. Now he's going to go to swing in. So something tells me he had another Cooler in. That's why he ended up doing that. That's the only reason why he would want to have those energies restood like that. A Cooler is a very, very strong card. Actually, I think the only reason why I say is the best counter for the sincere reason that it's cheaper than the other counters. He's going to go, there you go, Cooler. Boom. Too good of a Cooler right there. So now it gets 1, 2, 3, 4. So he only draws a card off of the first time. The second time he doesn't have enough cards in rest mode. This swing is still going through to the Goku. This actually might be the Goku's undoing. We shall see what Nick... Yeah, this going to the Goku. We shall see what Nick has to try to out-combo this. If he's going to out-combo it, or if he's going to go ahead and let the Goku die to keep the cards in hand. Because right now, there's actually quite a bit of a threat happening. If the Goku does go to the drop area, we got 3 Coolers. Of course, we have a leader that can swing in as well. So technically, there is Fatal on board right now. Of course, not knowing what Nick has in his hand. So he's going to go ahead and it looks like Ali is going to use a Sensu Bean. So there's 2 Sensu Beans on the Frieza leader. So the Frieza has a base of 25k power. This is going to be 45 going into the Goku. And the Goku does get sent to the drop area. Woo! Gets into the drop area. We got Chaotic Cypher on the horn saying, did he add the Sensu to his energy? LOL. Oh, no, he never picked up the Sensu Bean and the energy. He picked up another card, and then he added the Royal Rumble to the energy. If you're talking about Nick, I don't know who you were talking about in this situation. Never mind, he fixed it. Okay, never mind, it was all fixed. Just forget. Woo! Forget right there. Ali now is thinking, so he's swinging in with one of the Coolers. So one Cooler swinging in. And I think he's going to go ahead and activate yet another Sensu Bean. So that's 3 Sensu Beans on this Frieza. Restands another energy. So literally the only reason why Ali has this blue energy is for Sensu Beans. That's strong enough for a player to put yellow-blue cards in here. Sensu Bean being a card that came out set 1, and it's still seeing a lot of play in the meta. That's going to be stopped right there. He's going to go ahead and combo. He combos a Brainwash Gohan, and now swinging with another cooler. So we got 2 cooler swings that we can do. And of course, oh, he's gonna Bardock right now. Oh, Trunks. Nice. So it is met with a Trunks. So the Trunks is gonna go ahead and, well, he's looking for another cooler. Should he cooler this too? Okay, no, so it bounces the Bardock. So now bounces the Bardock back to hand. So definitely no more counterplays can be played this turn by Nick, but we still have a whole bunch of negates that can be played as well. We do have 3 more swings. He's going to go ahead and just swing off. And we do have Thanos. Yep, Nick got tired of it, man. Oh, I was about to say, did he have another cooler? Woo-hoo! Nick got tired of it. He went ahead and just slapped the Thanos. Thanos right there. He is inevitable. That Hatchiyak on board states that Ali can no longer swing this turn. Ali is going to have to make a board, try to set up something, and then pass turn on top of that. Now, there's a good tech. If Ali plays this tech, man, it'd be phenomenal. If he plays this tech. If he ends up playing Zarbon to try to restand that Sin Shenron, but I don't know if he actually plays that or not. So he actually taps 3. Oh, wow. So he taps 3 for a Unison. So it's going to be the Trunks Unison. It won't be able to swing, but we're going to see if he actually uses the effect. He does point at the Vegeta in order to pop it. So I think he's going to go ahead and maybe just, yep, there you go. So he pops the Vegeta. So Vegeta is off board right there. We're going to see, he's going to pass turn, draw. Now Nick gets to restand all those energies and get ready to charge the 7th energy for this game. Woo! Quite a bit of stuff right here. He plays his own Bardock. Woo! All right, Ali, do you have a response for that? Oh, wow! So he plays the Bardock just to have it on board, and then Android 17 turning the tide. Wow! They're turning the tide. Of course, they're going to shuffle their whole decks. And, yeah, we got Android on board with crit and I believe 30k power. We got Bardock dual attack. We got Thanos on board as well. He's inevitable. We got the Majin Buu. He didn't +0 yet, so he is going to have 1 card in his hand off of the +0. And, of course, we get the swing from the leader for the draw as well. Swinging in, that's going to go in for crit. That's going to go to the drop area. Swinging in with Majin Buu is going to be double strike, and it looks like that's going to be game right there. Woo! Wow. Ho, ho, ho. Thanos, put in that work. Chaotic Cypher on the horn saying, there went the Sensu Beans. Brendel saying, yo, this man is playing my deck. Very strong. Blue Baby is still a strong deck. I just believe that when it comes to the game progressing or whatnot, you got competitive players testing out new decks. And, of course, with Baby being a rider, they're like, you know what? Like the Andy in the Toy Story meme, I don't want to play with you anymore. So we got that going on right there. We got Songo saying, how you don't suspect a hatch in blue player when he has 20 cards in hand. Yeah, he probably has it drawn in hand. One of those coolers, I mean, those coolers were effective. I know that, honestly, to tell you the truth, I know the first one, the Oceanus one, I would have definitely cooled that. And I think did he play 3 or 2 coolers on that one? If he played 2 coolers on that one, the second cooler actually was not necessary. That could have been very good for the hatch right there. But no, very strong by these 2 gentlemen. Nick ended up taking it. The Blue Baby player playing against the Yellow Frieza player. That was the end of round 2, guys. This is SAS. This is Super at Spectral. I'm your commentator, PR Sign. We got more coming. Don't go anywhere, because after the tournament, we do have King of the Hill, where the current king, Bobby, is going to be defending his title against the contender, Christian, to see who can continue the road to the sponsorship. Don't go anywhere. I will be right back. What's happening, Dragon Ball Super players? I am PR Sign. This is SAS. This is Super at Spectral, and we're about ready to embark on round 3 here in our tournament. Let me go ahead and fix this. You know what? I always forget to fix this every time I'm off screen here. I guess I'm trying to make sure that I have people move. So it looks like we got Christian versus Eddie. Christian versus Eddie. All right, let's go ahead and save this, and we should be good to go. And no, I'm having a great, wonderful time. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful time too watching here. We got Brandon on the horn right there. I actually don't know what. Oh, it says hype. Yeah, but yeah, no, there's 2 different type of commentating that I do. You'll see the other type of commentating that I do, and when King of the Hill ends up starting, it's more of like a quiet, more deep voice, more play-by-play type deal, little less hype. Only way there's gonna be hype if there's actually like a big play here. But of course, during the tournament, everything is hype, everything is good. Oh, they ended up pounding it out. We already know what that is. We headed to the mats. So it looks like we have Christian and we have Eddie, and Eddie is playing Sparkles. He's playing the Sparkles deck, and it looks like Christian is playing starter deck Broly. See, yo, you want me to put the goo on that for you? All right, hey, I just put it up there for you. Check it. So right there, Eddie wanted to be changed to the goo. So yeah, no, this is actually very interesting too. This is another one of those decks that kind of just faded out of the meta. Still a very strong deck. This deck was able to literally kill turn 2 with the way that Broly would come out, the way that it was pop, the way that it would reoccur. And the drawing that this deck had was phenomenal too. And then if you had the secret, oh, that was icing on the cake right there. But alas, like I said, this deck is still strong. But when it comes to the interactions that have come out in the game, if you're not ready for it, this is definitely going to sneak up on you right there. And of course, we got Sparkles. So everybody knows about Sparkles SS4. You're going to go ahead and play cards. And then, of course, each card, whenever you charge or whenever you play, have certain abilities. Of course, the leader is going to have more abilities. The more energy that you have, or the more colors you have in your energy and in your battle area as well. So it looks like they're about ready to go ahead. So for turn 1, not only does Christian go first, but he opens Broken and he charges and then plays the 1-drop Broly. And of course, you got to pull 2 cards from life. Yeah, buddy. So when the card is played, you can choose to pull 1, or I think when it's played, you pull 2 cards. Whenever it's removed from the field, you choose 1 or 2. That's how you play right there. And now he's going to pass turn. Now Eddie, the goo, is going to go ahead and go after the draw. He's going to charge a red energy. It looks like red and black. And of course, they don't have the energy exhaust. Swinging into the leader, is there a response here? He's going to go ahead and search. So on the unawakened side of Sparkles, you're going to be searching for SS4 cards. And of course, we do have that broken search, the 0. That is a limit 1. You get to search up to 2. And of course, if you do take 2 to hand, you have to get 1 card from your hand and actually remove it from there. So he's going to go ahead and look at, yep, there it is right there. That's the searcher that I had just explained there. That searcher is definitely going to be played this turn. Eddie, the goo, is going to go ahead and shuffle, and we're going to see what type of damage he's going to be doing to his opponent's leader. And then, of course, right here, he's up. There you go. He plays it, and I think it's the top 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's the top 3 cards right there. So he looks at the top 3. Now, if it's Christian's turn, Christian actually can go ahead and capitalize. There is an old Paragus card that you would actually tap 2 for. Not only would you get to KO, but it would actually bring out it would start the chain. So you would KO your 1-drop, you would search, and then you would continue the chain that way. I don't know if Christian plays that Paragus. That's a pretty old Paragus, but I think the Paragus that is actually pretty good to play is the 1-drop green Paragus, the one where you can KO and draw a card on top of that. So we'll see what he ends up playing. So he actually charges the mechanism. He's going to be swinging in 10k to the lead. Do we have a response on this Broly? Remember, this Broly, even if it gets removed by a skill, you can proc the effect of it. Going to go ahead and tap it. I think there's going to be a negate that's going to be met with this Broly. Unless, oh, he's thinking. No, he's going to take the life. So he ends up taking the life. So Eddie goes down from 8 to 7 lives. We got Christian right now. Had already swung in with the 1-drop. Is now swinging in with the leader. Do we have a response on the swing in with the leader? 10k swinging into the face of Sparkles. And now Eddie is going to be taking another damage. Eddie at 6 lives. Oh, but he's going to go ahead. He's not actually going to go up real fast the chain. He's just going to go ahead and pass the turn. Eddie is going to charge for the second time in this game. And remember, he has to charge different colors. So he's already got a red in the energy. There's the yellow right there. So the yellow is going to go ahead. And I think he chose it to keep it in rest mode, maybe. But so the yellow, he's got red, he needs blue, and he needs green in order to proc off the effects to have this deck go off. Swinging in with sparkles, and I don't know if it's going to be met with the negate or not. Remember, negates and autos, there's not a blocker phase, it's just auto phases, and of course the turn player's autos go first. And so swinging in, no negs, auto, looking at his hand, and then looking at the cards that he would be looking up the top 5 to see which one is going to be best suited to put in his hand. You got to make sure that you put in a card that's going to help you fulfill the color requirements. That is going to be definitely beneficial right there. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. So he chooses yet another 0 cost in order to search. We got bottom deck right there saying, yo, PR sign, sorry I haven't been in the chat, been listening to the commentary and playtesting Bojack. Hey, bro, oh, man, so he combos his SCR. He already saw it early. Hey, no, you good to go, man. You good to go. As long as you're enjoying it, you're listening to it, and you're play testing, you're making sure that your own bottom deck is doing good for when we next meet. I like that. So he's going to go ahead and play it. Of course, there's two things that actually occurs. He gets to put 4 cards in rest mode. If he cannot do that, this card comes out on board, and of course the opponent has to drop 2 cards if I'm not mistaken. So we got that card on board right there. It does have 40k power, and if I'm not mistaken, dual attack and blocker. We got Eddie that's going to go ahead and look up the top 3 once again to see what he's going to add to hand. Eddie has quite a huge hand. He's going to go ahead and add those 2 to hand, bottom deck the rest, and of course he does have to get rid of another card from his hand. Bottom deck gets another one, but he does have a blue in hand. We see the blue right there. You got to try to make sure that you get all the color requirements for sparkles. Christian right now, he's tapped out. He does have 6 lives, and Christian actually has 6 lives. So let me go ahead. I completely forgot to change that as soon as the Broly 1 drop was played. So both of them at 6 lives apiece. It looks like Eddie's going to go ahead and play the Bardock Unison, and of course that's going to be the black version of the Piccolo. He's going to go ahead and plus a marker and then draw a card on top of that. We're going to see if he swings in. And it looks like he might actually end up swinging in. He's going to swing in at the 1 drop, and it's going to be met with a blocker. That blocker is going to have 40k power unless Eddie drops his whole hand. I don't think that this blocker is going to be removed from the board anytime soon. He's going to be reading the card right there. Let me go ahead. Excuse me. Oh, yeah, he's reading. He's reading. That's a long text. I think when it comes to the progress of Dragon Ball Super, the texts just keep on getting longer and longer and smaller and smaller. Eddie right now, he has nothing else to do but to pass his turn. He's completely tapped out at his end of the field, and now Christian is about ready to charge his 3rd energy. For Broly, this is going to be very, very good, but I think Christian is playing a different variant of Broly. Oh, he charges the 6 drop, meaning I'm assuming he already has a 6 drop in hand. So charges the 6 drop. He's got to go ahead and try to get this chain off somehow, but of course try to get true vantage by swinging in with the 1 drop as well. Oh! So we got a 1 drop here. This 1 drop is actually a pull from life, gain 10k and double strike, double. So he's going to try to push in here. He's going to pull from life, and then the opponent is going to have to be dealt with. Oh, nope, he's comboing. On top of that, 20k double strike to Eddie. Is he going to go ahead and take that? Christian, of course, pulled from life, so Christian goes down from 6 to 5, and I think Eddie ends up taking it, so he goes down from 6 to 4 lives. Ooh! He's going to go ahead, mechanism, that's what's going to start it all. Now he can go ahead and start his abilities. Actually, I would try to swing. Oh, no, he actually went ahead and popped it. I would have tried to swing in one more time. Swing in one more time, try to get true value off of it, the 10k before removing it. So Christian right now is going to activate the mechanism to send it to the drop area, draw a card, and now he's going to be able to start the chain. And he's got to drop 2 Oh, no, he's not starting the chain. What? So he just got rid of it. So he got rid of the chain. He's not starting the chain over again. And now, of course, he's swinging it with his ulti. Draw 2 cards. He's got to warp 1 card using the Paragon Super combo. If your leader card is green and you have 4 or less life, draw 2, warp 1 card. Okay, so he's playing a mid-range Broly is what it seems like. Eddie takes the damage. Eddie right now is at 3 lives. We got Christian at 4 lives. Yes, it does have dual attack because they have the keyword skill blocker, and he does not like that card one bit. He threw that card. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to see if actually Christian swings in one more time or actually uses it to block. Yep, Eddie's just like, this card, man, this card. And I think he might actually swing in. Why not swing in for the sincere reason that your opponent is completely tapped out? That I might actually save for maybe another swing. Probably would try to play another card, swing in, probably drop some cards too. Oh, he's going to go ahead and swing in with the leader. He does not have the Sparking 7. So the Sparking 7 states that if you swing in, your auto is if you have less than 6 cards, you draw until you get 6. Swinging in, it's going to be 15k power. I don't think Eddie's going to negate. I think he forgoes the negate, and he takes, oh, he's taking the damage. Wow, no comboing happening here. So we got 2 lives. Oh, wow, he passed his turn. Okay, so it looks like Christian's going to go ahead, and after that, he passed his turn, not swinging in with the ultimate, and then on top of that, leaving 2 energies open. So this is definitely a mid-range to long-range Broly deck, starter Broly deck. There we go. We got the blue color. So the blue color being charged to try to see if we can get the colors. And with that blue color being charged, we bottom deck 1 card from hand. And of course, Christian draws a card, and he ended up drawing a pretty decent card. That would be phenomenal if he actually had the chain available in order to actually evolve into it. Eddie right now has to think defensively. If he ends up tapping out and tries to swing in for game, he's probably going to be met with not only a blocker, but a couple of negates. We do see that big old lady is in the block area for Universe 3, which all Christian has to do is tap 2 energies, warp it, and the opponent has to drop 2 cards. But with a thick hand like that, I don't think it's going to be imperative dropping the hand like that. We're going to go ahead and swing in, and Bardock is going to get the search off, and he's going to search the thwarting the Dark Empire. But alas, he cannot play this. He does not have a 4th energy in order to play it. This would be phenomenal, but the fact of the matter is he does not have the energy. Eddie has to defend for his life in order to get to the amount of energy needed in order to play that card. Looking to see what he has. Of course, he does have a Bardock on board as well. I don't know if he's going to combo up on this or if he's going to go ahead and awaken. I believe he still can awaken. He does have 4 colors in his energy right now, and I believe that's all it takes in order for him to awaken for the alternative awakening condition. But he's going to go ahead and, oh, so he combos. He's still in mid-swing. He's going to go ahead and combo, and it looks like Christian is going to go ahead and take the life, going down from 4 to 3. 4 to 3 lives, we got Eddie, the Goo, at 2 lives. Christian from Team Dormant, he's at 3 lives. He's going to go ahead and see what he needs to do. He already took the life, so now he's thinking. He's going to go ahead and tap an energy. He's going to play it. So tap an energy in order to play this SS4 card. Is there a response on the card being played? I do not think that Christian actually has a response. I don't see any unisons on board. There are 2 energy open, so he may be using the green Denial of Hope that actually got errataed, but actually I don't know if he's going to be using that. I actually do not think he's using it. I would be surprised if he actually did use it. Eddie is still thinking about what to do. He does have 2 energy open, but he's going to decide to go ahead and tap out. Oh, I was about to say, why not just go ahead and actually leave him open so you can use your variant of Topo? But he's going to go ahead and tap. He's going to warp it in order to play the Vegeta to try to hit his hand for something. I feel as though when it comes to hitting the hand, if your opponent has a huge amount of hand, it's going to be luck. Lady Luck has got to be on your side right here because he does bottom deck a card, but he does get to draw a card too on top of that. So there you go right there. He bottom decks a card. He gets to draw a card, and oh wow, that was a good card he drew. Oh my goodness. He's looking in his drop area. Yeah, because the card he drew actually can play the 6 drop from the drop area. Very strong. That actually might change his play. He actually might combo a 6 drop in order to play it. But of course, when you play that, you got to get rid of an energy as well, too. So that's what you got to be thinking about. Swinging in 16k power to the leader. Do we have a response here? Now, Broly's ability is going to be live, too. There is an activate main that specifies you can pop one of your battle cards to pop one of your opponent's battle cards. It's not a choose up to, so there has to be a battle card on board in order to utilize that ability. And I think that's going to be dead. Oh, yeah, it's 2 Kamehamehas, but like I stated before, it's a huge hand. The probability that this guy is going to pull cards that is needed, yeah, nah, it's slim chance. But hey, he comboed out of it. comboed out of the attack. I probably would have saved one just in case, but he used both of them to try to just hit something from the hand. Like me personally, I would have had one Cell Kamehameha to out combo the 16k power. He still has the Bardock swing. I would have used the other one in order to combo the Bardock swing there. It still would have done the same amount of damage by pulling from hand, and it still would have saved you. But if Eddie were to swing in with the Unison, we'll see if Christian has to actually combo from hand, or if Christian's actually doing that so he can get cards into the drop area. The more cards he has in the drop area, the closer he gets to sparking 7, and then the closer he's able to use that auto off of the leader's ability. Eddie is still looking here. He's going to go ahead and... if he minuses, that's the Nimbus. That's the Flying Nimbus. He can only swing in with one battle card next turn. Yep, that's it. That's the Flying Nimbus of the black cards right there in Unison form. Minuses 2 off of the Bardock, and I believe right after that he might end up just passing turn, and we already know that he can only swing in with the leader. He can only swing in with one battle card, and I know unless Christian plays a Unison, he can swing in with a Unison, but we'll see if he plays or not. He does swing in with the Bardock having 15k power going into the leader, and Eddie is thinking on what to combo in order to try to make this attack go through. These guys going down to the wire and been taking some serious damage here. And quite a bit of a hand right here. We got Christian is still up. There he goes, combos out. So he combos out of the 4-drop Broly, or combos out with the 4-drop Broly, which in fact is actually a target for the card that Christian ended up drawing. Here we go, here we go. I think there's nothing else that he can do. I would actually just save that energy to defend. Oh, he's going to go ahead and 1, 2. He is going to go ahead and awaken. So on the awakening ability, there's just drawing 2, flip it over. All that text is actually, I believe all the text is for the swing. But we're actually going to see if there's actually some other ability that's going to happen. He awakened, he drew 2. I guess he's trying to find his floodgate. No, I actually saw the floodgate. I saw the floodgate in hand. So we'll see. He's going to go ahead and draw a card, and now Christian is going to restand his energy. He does have one more energy in his that he's got to charge, so that's the 4th energy. He charges the blocker negate, and now he's going to go ahead and restand. Swings in with the 1-drop. The 1-drop is going to go ahead. Oh, warp. There you go. Warp for every swing right there. Swings in, warps the actual the Bardock. So warps the Bardock, pulls a card from life. So now Christian is down to 2. And off of the 2, he's going to go ahead and combo in. Combos a Paragus Super Combo, draws 2, warps 1. He's going to combo a 6, combo a 2, and combo a Golemite. I think it's called Golemite. So combos in quite high. We're going to see if Eddie can respond with a combo. I know what card Christian saved in hand. That card is definitely going to be beneficial to play it, get rid of an energy, bring in the 6-drop, and try to go in for game. So he's going to combo a Sensu Bean. Sensu Bean going to be on the lead. He's comboing quite a bit here. So we got 15, we got 25, 35. I think it's 45 double strikes swinging into Eddie right now. And then from the 45 we have 15, and I think, oh no, he ended up comboing out after that. So Eddie combos out successfully, has a few less cards in hand now, but a lot less than Christian. However, we got pops happening. So the leader effect, so he pops the 1-drop, then he went ahead and popped the Vegeta on his board, and now Christian has 3 cards in hand. However, the cards in hand can be replenished by just swinging in with the leader. The leader's going to go ahead and swing in, and then Christian's going to be able, he's going to go ahead and activate it right then and there. Taps 3, brings in the 6-drop, and of course he's got to get rid of an energy there. One less card in Christian's hand. That way he can try to filter and actually get some more cards, see if he can see more. Swinging in, if he were to swing in right now, he'd be drawing 4 cards. So now he's going to swing in with the leader. Do we have a response? On this lead, swing, no, 1, 2, 3, 4. Replenishes his hand, draws 4 cards. He has 6 cards now. He's going to go ahead and combo his ultimate. So he's actually going for the swing here. I wonder if he does have the actual... Oh, no, he's just comboing that. Eddie's going to go ahead and try to reciprocate with his own combo to try to get out of it. This is going to be a single strike. There is not a double strike here. All right, but he does have a double strike on board that he could swing with. It's going to be this Broly, and this Broly swinging in. It says that it cannot be met with a counter cost 2 or higher. So swinging in is going to be double strike, 25, 35, draw 2, warp a card. This actually might be game. Comboing again, 10K. There you have it right there. Christian ends up taking it with starter deck Broly. Woo! Hey, there's some games right here happening. There's some games. We got Christian coming in. We're starting like Broly. Definitely not the Broly that I have seen in the past. Of course, the Broly is just straight gas. Play the Paragons, pop. Bring out the next one, swing in, pop. Swing in, like, it's real gas. But the thing is, if you run out of that gas, and you know what, it's kind of heads or tails at that moment. But the leader does help out when it comes to the hand advantage. Whenever you have Sparking 7, swing in, draw until you have 6 cards left in hand. And that's what Christian did right there, making sure that he had true value playing the Awakening, tapping 3, play the Awakening, play the 6 drop, and then of course getting rid of an energy, left with 2 cards in hand. You draw 1 more card, and that many more cards, he saw a super combo on top of that, and he saw what he needed to in order to close the game out. Woo! We got Jotwag saying doesn't have to warp on leader swing. It's only for battle card swings. Okay, so battle card swings, warping on there. We got GG happening there. Guys, that is going to be the end of round 3 here at SAS. This is Super at Spectral. I'm your commentator. Yo, what's happening, player? Oh, we got Marco here. Marco from Team Meta Club. And you're here, right? You're going to be commentating with me? How long you going to stay?
I'm going to do 1 round.
1 round. Yeah, 1 round right there. Well, I'm going to go ahead and sign off just real quick. We will be back. Remember, at the end of the tournament, we do have King of the Hill. King of the Hill, we got Bobby is going to be defending his title against Christian. Christian is going to be the candidate. If Bobby ends up winning, that's going to be his first defense. He'll have he'll have the 2-star Dragon Ball. He'll have 2 balls on there. He'll be able to get 2 packs, and then that much closer to getting the sponsorship. However, if Christian ends up winning, not only does he dethrone, he'll be getting the 1-star ball. He'll be getting 1 pack, and he'll be that much closer to trying to get the sponsorship right then and there. So, guys, don't go away. This is SAS Super at Spectral. Next time you see me, I'll be commentating with Marco. Like I said, we'll be back. what's happening, Dragon Ball Super players? This is SAS. This is Super at Spectral, and I'm your commentator, PR Sign. And that was actually the end of the tournament. So I'm going to go ahead and call out who we have for our top 4 here at Spectral. Hopefully I said Spectral. I don't remember I said Spectral Senpais. But I'm going to call the top 4. Now, of course, we got the guys that are going to be set up and getting ready for our King of the Hill. And, of course, we already know how the King of the Hill commentating is. Right, straightforward and to the point. So here we go. Number 1 is going to be Nick. Nick's actually got number 1 with Blue Baby just sitting back and negating all the attacks and negating what he needed to in order to get that W right there. So Nick is going to be the contender. So whoever wins today is going to face Nick next week on Tuesday for Nick to have a shot at being King of the Hill. Number 2, huh? That's right. I actually missed it. So you can come in for a little bit while they're setting up. So Rudy is going to be number 2. So number 2 is Rudy. Number 3 is Bobby. Bobby was actually playing Gotenks, so but not bad on him. Like I said, Gotenks is not a bad deck, but right now it's just average. There's nothing to push it over the top. There's a lot of cards that have deflect, but other than that, that's pretty much it. And then, of course, 4th place, we got Dylan right here. Those are the top 4 at Spectral. So I know before I actually wanted to interview Nick because he was playing Finn, so I guess you can go ahead and put your 2 cents on Finn as well, but also we'll go ahead and talk to you about how you're going to feel and what you're going to be, not what decks, because obviously not, but what you're going to be doing in order to prep for your King of the Hill match next week.
Okay, so first, before I do that, can I just acknowledge something? This is the first time in like 2 months we've been on the same screen on a stream.
That is true. That is true. That was that weird hiatus that happened. Huh? Oh, there is one more round?
It's mandatory 4 rounds. Mandatory 4 rounds by Bandai.
Okay, so then I don't know what Raul did then.
I think Raul ended it.
Did Raul end the tournament? Well, you should have the numbers, right? You should be able to do, you should be able to do it by the numbers there. Oh man, it looks like our TO did a little boo-boo.
So you can do return to tournament operation, and then you can start another round.
So actually, Raul thought that the tournament was going to be over since we only had 1 undefeated. But of course, Chris just specifying that we do have a guaranteed 4 rounds by Bandai. So you're not out of the neck of the woods just yet, but you can actually go ahead.
Look.
Oh, still first regardless?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
No, because it depends on who I play.
Yeah, it does depend. But I guess while he's doing the matchups, you can talk about Finn then.
Look, the thing with Finn is the Finn sucks. It's a bad day. Finn is awful. It should not be played. However, I am going to say this.
In the right hands.
In the right hands, it's blue baby.
Black blue baby.
Yeah. It's gross because you can negate everything, and then you have a card that takes everything under the leader, ignoring barrier. You can get your leader up to 50k.
So similar to the play style of Baby, but the difference is not that many negates, and then on top of that, you can just go ahead and make everything skillless off your opponent's side of the field.
And it is very gross. It does do some things. There's a Toa card, negate, that if your opponent has a skill list, it becomes a 1-drop, tap 1, play, steal a 4 or less, put it under the leader. So basically a bean. It's really good.
Cool. Good.
It's not good. Yeah, no, I have fun with it. I find it funny. Personally, I think it's very funny. I think it's very fun. I think it catches people off guard.
Oh yeah, no, definitely catches people off guard, especially because it's just one of those decks that people might not have the privilege of playing against. So whenever they play against it, they're like, oh, okay, let's read, what does it do? And then you can just bombard them with all these effects that go off because they have a skillless card on board. You can take the keyword skills, you can swing in with their own keyword cards. Like, there's a lot of things you can do. That's the new one? We're doing okay. Gotcha.
I'll be back.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead. We're gonna go into a quick break. I'm gonna go ahead and yell out this round for everybody, and once I do and get everybody situated, we're gonna be coming right back to the final round here at SAS before we head into King of the Hill. So we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. All right, we're back. Dragon Ball Super Players. I am PR Sign.
Marco from Team Meta Club.
Marco from Team Meta Club right here. He's going to help me commentate. This is SAS. This is Super at Spectral. We actually have one more round for you guys. So we went ahead and set it up. And we got, of course, our number one, whenever we were going to end the tournament, is actually going to be playing Ben. So we do have a matchup that is actually pretty interesting, too. It's going to be Blue Baby versus Judith.
Oh, I've never seen that matchup before.
I haven't. This is going to be very awesome. We know that Baby just sits back and negates everything. And we know Jidden is going to be going in, swinging in hard with all of the cards that they have at their disposal. And we already know that there's going to be a best of one siding. So, I mean, what are the cards that you think that Jiren should actually have to side against Baby in order to try to take the dub?
Well, the problem with asking me that question is I've been out of the scene for some time now, but what I assume is, to my understanding, what Jiren does is very aggressive, right?
Very aggressive off front.
So it can be, I don't know what cards he'll side in specifically, but I'm pretty sure with the strategy itself, just be super aggro, try to put a lot of pressure on the Baby. The less energy he has to work with in terms of how many negates he can use, the more Baby can struggle. But we'll see what happens. I think it really going to depend. It looks like Jiren is going first, which is a massive
and it
advantage.
looked like he whiffed.
Oh, he whiffed on the leader's ability?
I think he whiffed on the leader's ability because he did pull from life there. Oh, man. Oh, no. Okay. Well, I guess he whiffed and then he tapped one and then played the one drop. That's right.
Aren't there unisons a one drop, the Topo?
Yes. The Topo is the one.
So in a perfect world, he probably...
Oh, so he went ahead and straight bottom decked it. Oh, snap. He doesn't want Jiren to stay on board at all.
Yeah.
Very nice. And of course, you get to choose up to 2 of your opponent's battle cards, 3 costs or less. Bottom deck it, but you know what? He just wants it off board. Very nice right there of Nick to do that. Of course, he's going to be swinging in, and now Ben goes down real quickly right there. I'm very, that is a very good start for Baby.
Yeah.
Very good start right there.
Yeah, well, I'm assuming the Jiren player might want to awaken because that's when he gets a lot of momentum going. As you can see, he's taking another life because I'm going to assume that Jiren is choose up to 1 life from your stack to take it.
No, you have to play. If you're going to use the effect, you pull a card from life and then
so
play.
It's mandatory to take the
look
life.
up the top 7, get a 1-drop U11 card, play it in rest mode.
Okay, well, inherently, if they're calling Josh. My bad, old habits. I guess inherently, since the Jiren is forcing himself to awaken, he's like an awaken early type leader. So, like I said, I've seen a little bit of Jiren. I have never seen this matchup before, so it's going to be really interesting for me to see.
Definitely, and on the swing right there, the lead, we got Nick taking the damage. We got an EX Evolve happening here. This is going to be 19k dual attack. Swinging in, he's gonna take that damage. Oh, he's gonna take it straight right there. Oh, snap!
Nick said it's one of those situations where Nick is like, give me all the cards in the world so I can see what all my options are, so I can make the most efficient plays.
Exactly. I think the best card, if you were gonna side in against Blue Baby, would definitely be the Silver Bullets, because not only does Blue Baby play the Dimension Magic, but of course they play the Big Bang. Negate, I think is what it's called, but it is another extra card that does restand and then draw, so you got that filtering there as well.
Yeah. I feel like that card should have went to 1, but, Baby hasn't been ruling the format, so I guess it's okay now.
It hasn't been. I mean, ever since the errata, people literally just dropped it.
Oh, I forgot about that errata. Exactly what was the errata
So
again?
the errata is you only get the reduction in cost if your battle area is clear of battle cards.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe Baby turned into a little bit more heavy extra card negates, maybe, or I'm not sure.
Either that or it went hardcore defense. Oh, on swing, he's gonna go ahead and try to bottom deck, but there is a permanent. If it were to be removed from skill, instead you can pull a card from life. Very, very strong ability right there. So the thing is with Blue Baby, people would play it offensive and defensive. So they will play, Obuni and then have energy for negates.
Yeah.
But that's the reason why now people can't play both directions. You have to play defensively. So that's the reason why people ended up dropping it.
Yeah.
So
right now, Jiren is at 4 lives, so that means next turn he's probably going to more than likely awaken and continue the onslaught that he's trying to output right now.
Oh, Kota Kai. So now Nick knows that he has to only play extra card negates.
Yeah, 'cause that's the reprint, the different artwork, right?
Oh yeah, that's the reprint right there. We do have the 5-drop, which puts in work against Blue. Very strong, because like it's a permanent said, if it were to be removed by skill, pull a card from life instead.
Yeah. So one thing I do notice is that the unison for the Jiren player has not been played yet. I assume that's not what he wants. I'm pretty sure he would have wanted the Topo to be on the board by now. So I'm kind of curious how much momentum that loses him.
Well, the thing is, so I've actually seen it both ways. I've seen people actually either play the Topo, and I've seen people not play a Unison.
Okay.
But the Unison, the big advantage you get for the Unison is being able to EX evolve on your opponent's turn.
Oh, the Unison allows that.
Yeah, because you'll do the Spirit Boost.
Okay.
And you can't EX evolve without the Spirit Boost.
Gotcha,
so
yeah.
now he won't be able to EX on his opponent's turn, but I'm pretty sure that's what the negates are in there for and whatnot.
Yeah.
So we got a 1-drop being played, and of course you look up the top 5, get a Jiren card from there to hand or a Unison, and of course he did get another copy of the Beanie Jiren.
Beanie Jiren.
Beanie Jiren right there. And so he's looking at his hand. He could EX evolve. He could awaken at this point, and it looks like he actually might go ahead and awaken. Draw 1, restand 1, and now we got this guy that says every time he EX evolves, he gets up to 2 times he EX evolves, gets 5k power.
Okay. The Jiren concept always, looking to get more powerful. I think Nick just snap took that damage, so he's down to 4 lives.
Oh yeah, real quick. He knows what he's doing here.
Yeah.
So it took it down to 4 lives. Of course, we got another EX evolve, so the Jiren's at 5k power or higher, so at a base of 20k power. This Jiren, of course, negs an opponent's battle card by 10k, but there are no battle cards on board. Swings in for 15k power. Is there any response to the 4-drop Jiren swing?
Yeah, here, so I'm expecting to see some form of, defense, because obviously Nick is not one yet. So here we go with the Sensu Beam, which is going to help with the leader swing too. So
definitely help, because the leader swing is up there, so they both go up with 5k power. We do still have the Jiren that has the 5-drop Jiren that has 19k power, so that can still go in for a little bit of damage as well.
I'm interested to see why the baby player hasn't awakened. Because he gave up a 5k combo there to out combo.
Oh, he went straight into the A-drop. Okay, so the A-drop, of course, you can't play it unless you have 3 energies or more. Go straight into the A-drop. There are no battle cards on board to neg ignoring barrier, swinging in for double. And of course, we do have a negate. That restands the energy. That would be really good to have that silver bullet. He's gonna go ahead and actually pitch. It's supposed to be 2 cards, if I'm not mistaken. 2 cards from below the 8-drop, and then in order to restand the 8. Because that would be broken if it was only 1, because you can...
you could have told me it was only 1. I would have been like, that's a really good card.
Swinging in with the A-drop. I believe it does have 30k power, double strike.
Makes sense. That's why we're seeing negates on this, because he does not want to try to out-combo this. He's going to lose a lot of hand advantage.
There he goes. And then the swing in with the leader. And when we get the Gohan coming in saying, that's it, player. Unless you got one more swing, you're going to swing with that peon. You got to drop a card for that as well. So we're seeing some stuff. See, me personally, I actually do like the Unison. I would actually play the Unison and play the 8-drop on my opponent's turn.
Yeah.
Set everything up.
Yeah.
But that's just a more defensive route. So he's going to play the Beanie Jiren, look up the top 5 and see what he can do. And of course, whenever you EX evolve the Jirens on your opponent's turn, you can actually EX that one, the 4-drop, and then nag one of your opponent's battle card as they're trying to swing in. You can do a little bit of some shenanigans there. And on top of that, you get a Sensu Bean as well. So if your opponent is awakened and you EX on your opponent's turn, it gains 5k for the duration of the turn.
Wow, that's really nifty. I like that.
So,
and I also do want to compliment Nick's sequencing here. He actually used 2 hard negates on the 8-drop because he figured that if he tapped out to play this baby negate, the Gohan, the Jiren player would have still swung with the 8-drop, and that still would have been a swing that Nick had to handle. So
exactly,
he made sure to use the 2 hard negates and then the battle card tapping out after the 8-drop swung. So that's pretty good on his
When
part.
it comes to Blue Baby, this guy is well versed in Blue Baby.
Yeah,
well versed in it because he's been playing it for a while. I mean, he plays it alongside his AOD deck, but yeah, he loves just sitting back and bottom deck. So swings in and with the Gohan, and then of course getting 10k power, bottom decking the card that has its cost is greater than the amount of energies that they have. Go straight to the bottom of the deck right there. Get rid of that threat, and of course the Gohan is swinging in for 35k power.
That's pretty good.
Very strong.
Let me tap 1 to get rid of your biggest body on the board. And that's the new card that came out the new set, huh?
Yep, Realm of the Gods.
That's her. I like that card. That card's pretty good.
Each one of the colors has their own abilities too. It does on their turn that they're swinging in, they can get rid of a card their own color's way by if their cost is higher than the amount of energy. And then of course they have another ability when it's their opponent's turn. Then they have a weaker variant of it.
Okay, so here we see he finally awakened, drew 3 cards. He's gonna have a lot of hand size, and there goes another Koitsukai.
Yeah, Mike Wazowski right there in the drop area might be beneficial.
He used the Overlord ability here to draw another card, which actually, now that I think about it, the Overlord ability really works really well with the new errata field card because now his field is empty.
Exactly.
Oh, interesting. Maybe it should have been like that in the beginning.
Yep, in order to utilize the field ability, you got to activate Overlord, and then you get that ability for the duration of the turn, maybe?
Yeah, so I guess he's looking to top 3 with the baby's ability here.
Get a counter, and then, of course, he has to bottom deck a counter, if I'm not mistaken, or bottom deck a card.
It's just a card.
A card.
So here we saw that he added a God Seal, but then again, there's no Unison on the board, so...
We do know he plays Majin Buu Unison, and that would definitely come out turn 4 if he has anything to say about it.
Oh, yeah. That's definitely coming out next turn, so... With 2 energies up, but I mean, he can untap with Dimension Magic. So the Jiren player is going to probably want to find some way to put a lot of pressure this turn before that Unison drops on the board, because once that Unison drops on the board, you're playing a whole different card game.
Oh, definitely. And then on top of that, too, we know that Nick plays the Goku. So if he has a Sensu Bean, he could tap 3, play the Goku, and now you got the Deadly Defender on board.
I have no idea what that Goku is, but that sounds pretty interesting.
Yeah, so the Goku has, it's a counter attack, it's a deflect, barrier, triple strike. It does say when it's on the board and it's in rest mode, you can't swing at your opponent's leader card.
Card sounds like it does a lot.
Yeah, it does a lot. And then, by the way, did I say triple attack? Or triple strike, triple strike. Yeah,
right.
It has triple strike.
I think I remember seeing that card. Yeah, that card sounds like it does a lot.
Triple strike, and it does have the keyword skill unique, so you can't bombard the board with it. However, the biggest play that Ben is going to need here for the Jirens is making sure he gets 5 drops on board, because it cannot be removed. He'd have to pull from life. It'll get him closer to losing, but that 5 drop not being able to be removed and actually forcing the hand. He went straight into another one.
Yeah.
Straight into another one right there. The 8 drop being EX evolved on top of the 4 drop. We do have a negate, restand, and draw. He does have 3 energies now open. Of course, he's going to go ahead and remove, and I think on his knowledge, he's only going to remove 1. Yeah. He's going to remove 1. It's going to restand the Jiren. It is a limit 1, so he can only restand this turn 1 time. He's going to go ahead and swinging again. Double strike. Do we have a response?
I think he would have snapped the response, so it looks like it might be a no negate possibly.
Well, he does. Oh, he does have the Majin Buu. Oh, he does have it. He has the nice SPR variant. Oh no, he took 2.
Down to 2.
He took the 2 life. Oh man.
So
Dimension Magic.
Here. That's interesting. I wonder. Oh, he might have just ripped that from life.
So he Dimension Magic. Oh, he had the Goku in hand, I thought. Wait, hold on. It's the last card when he shuffles. Yeah, no, he has the Goku. I wonder why he didn't negate it. That was the second attack for Jiren. So he's going to go ahead and play the Beanie Jiren. He's going to look up the top 5 and see what type of Jiren he can get from the top 5. Oh, he does play Crown of Retribution.
It's a good card in this matchup specifically.
Oh, definitely. So we got right here 1 drop, I was going to say baby, Corn Dog Jiren right here. He starts the 1 drop Corn Dog Jiren, goes straight to hand. Of course, he can EX Evolve if he wants to, because of course there are some EX Evolves that Jiren has that is for free, but of course they are limit 1. But we're going to see if he's going to capitalize and try to swing it on that. We do have Nick with 3 energies open. Oh, he went into pass turn. Pass turn, he charged a Rumble, ready to rumble. He's going to go ahead. We already know.
Yeah.
Majin Buu Unison.
So the good thing about this, at least to my understanding, Nick won't be able to get rid of the 8 drop here, so the Jiren player will have the 8 drop for next turn at least.
Yeah.
But if the 8 drop swings, the
then he'll be
Buu Unison will be able to bottom deck it. That's what the Buu Unison does, right? Bottom decks?
Bottom decks.
Yeah.
Too good. Bottom deck.
There's a lot of bottom decking now from what I'm seeing.
Oh, snap. Okay, so he swung in, and now Ben actually took that damage. So Ben is down to 3 lives. Of course, it's a new ball game. This is a weakness to Jiren. I mean, you got the Majin Buu on board. Not only can it block, you can bottom deck. It restands in energy. So even though his opponent might be at 2 lives, Ben really has to sequence very well and try to catch Nick off his feet in order to try to clinch this game.
Yeah. And I kind of forgot, too, a massive factor in this game, too, is going to be this hatch secret. Because this hatch secret just says, if you're out of control or I'm going to lock game next turn, I'm just going to play this right here, right now.
Oh,
so
I love the power of that hatch secret right there.
It's so good, man. It's definitely, I mean, I don't know how the new blue secrets are doing, or if any blue ones came out, but that's, in my book, that's like the best blue secret in the game.
It's so far so good. Nothing has come out to warrant me to get rid of hatch from my deck. Yeah. Nothing has warranted me right
so
there.
Good,
that's
man.
Thanos, man. That's Thanos. I am inevitable.
Yeah.
I'm going to have that next turn, bro. Unless you get cooler, then you know what? You got cooler.
Yeah.
swinging in for 20k double strike, and he's not going to negate it, but he's going to go ahead and out-combo it fairly easily. I mean, on top of that Majin Buu swing with 20k double strike, I would have actually thrown maybe a 5k on it, unless Nick wanted to keep everything in his hand to try to get not only that super combo out of his hand, but another 5k out of the hand as well.
Yeah.
Try to poke, try to do a little bit more damage with the pokes. We do see that Ben does have a 5-drop Jiren in his hand as well, so that actually might be pretty decent when it comes to trying to swing in for game if he does survive.
So here we get the pass turn.
And he does survive. He's got the 5-drop. He's about ready to charge the Crown of Retribution because he does not have the energy open. I kind of would have saved it, though. He's going to restand.
Yeah, exactly. I would have, too, because more than likely you're going to run into a Dimension or a Baby Negate for the TP promo, so...
There he goes, swinging in with lead. Do we have a response? Lead to lead. Remember, we have 2 things on board right now that Nick can actually activate in order to stop swings from going on. But with the leader swing, he cannot bottom deck. It has to be due to a battle card swing. He's going to go ahead and meet with a Dimension Magic. Oh, is he going to pull? Oh, he's pulling from life.
Very interesting.
He's going to play the Goku. That's the only reason why you would have 3 energies open like that.
You see, like right here, Crown Retribution would have been perfect because you get to see what in his hand.
And
oh, never mind.
No!
Never mind. He had a whole different ball game.
He had a different ball. I didn't even see that in his hand.
So what does this do? He just cannot summon anything through effects, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah, through effects. Oh my goodness, it's been a while since I've seen that. I know it burns. My goodness, no, I'm gonna have to look this. Oh no, I think that was it. I think that was it. I think it burns. I know one of them is a burn. I know one of them you can't play anything with. Hold on, let me look this up.
Look that card up because that would have been looks like that was a massive misplay. But then again, Nick didn't know he was playing that card, and maybe that was one of the cards that the Jiren player sided in.
Wow, I did not expect that at all. I thought Baby had it in the bag.
It's red.
It's red. Boom, right there. Okay, so this Unison Vegeta, I know when it first came out, people were playing it, but it just cost too much. Oh, it's the first one right here. So the activate main, so there's 3 activate mains. The first one is to draw a card, choose up to one of your mono red battle cards with an energy cost of 2 or less from your hand and play it. So we got a free play going on there. We got until the end of your opponent's next turn, if your opponent would play a battle card using a skill, it's placed in the drop area instead. So that's the second one right there. And of course, the last one is if your opponent doesn't have any battle cards in play, deal 1 damage to your opponent. Wow.
I ain't gonna lie, he cheesed that win. He cheesed that win. If Nick would have just not have taken the life there, but then again, it makes sense to take the life because you're expecting a double strike to come in, so you want as many cards from your life into your hand as possible to your disposal. So that's really unfortunate, Nick. I mean,
he was 1 turn away from playing that Goku, then he would have had a battle card on board.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's really, I mean, hey, that's one way to end it, right?
That is a very, very situational card, and it ended up taking the game right there. So we're going to go ahead, and this is actually the final. Oh, snap. I didn't even see. There was actually more, there was more comments. Brendel saying it's not Goku, it's Gohan. Nick saying no from Brendel. And then we got Biclop saying Nick got greedy. And then, of course, Mighty 2015 saying, so are we having King of the Hill tonight? Yes, sir, we are. King of the Hill is going to be right after this, so we're going to wait for the round to be over. I'm going to come back. Once I come back, I'm going to give you the top 4 for the tournament, and then right after that, they should be ready to go for King of the Hill, and that's when I put on the different commentating, and I try to get the deeper voice and go straight tit for tat right there, King of the Hill commentating. This is SAS. This is Super at Spectral. I am PRC.
Marco for Better Club.
Don't go anywhere. We got King of the Hill right when we get back. What's happening, Dragon Ball Super players? This is your commentator, PR Sign, and this is SAS Super at Spectral. Now, officially, I have the #1 in the tournament today, Nick, right here playing
Somehow.
baby.
Somehow, I'm still confused, but all right.
Man, it shocked us all, player. I know none of us saw that burn coming down that way, but we got King of the Hill that's going to be happening here. So let me go ahead and put King of the Hill. It's going to be, oh, wow, I missed the K. King of the Hill right there. We got Christian.
Hello, Davidino.
And we got Bobby. And of course, Bobby is going to be the defending king. And of course, we do have Christian that's going to be the contender. Everything is saved. We're good to go. Let's head to the match and start King of the Hill.
All right.
All right, so we looks like we got the same side. So we got Christian is going to be playing he's playing Gogeta. This is going to be the very first one too. And then we got Bobby that's going to be playing Yellow Trunks. Yeah, let him go. Let him go. All right, here we go. Here's the commentating right here.
Interesting.
So we got him. He's going to be actually charging the 1-drop, and then he actually activates the leader ability. So he's going to go ahead and actually take a Vegeta BR, send it to the drop area in order to pull a card from life, and then actually draw 2 cards. So Christian is now down to 7 lives. He's going to go ahead and tap the 1-drop extra card 2. It's going to allow him to take 2, a Goku BR and a Vegeta BR, and either play them or bring them to hand. And it looks like he's going to go ahead and bring them to hand in order to activate the ability later on of the leader. We got Bobby right now. He's going to be playing the Yellow Trunks, and this was the Trunks that he played in order to acquire the King status. He's got a 1-drop that's going to be played, the Vegeta for energy. Swinging in, he's going to go ahead and draw, and then also we're going to activate for main, so Christian takes the damage there. This is game 1, the King of the Hill. He plays the 1-drop Vegeta.
I'll see you later. I don't need to watch this.
Okay, gotcha. Have a blessed one, boss. He plays so we got the Trunks on board, it looks like. So he's got both the Trunks and the Vegeta on board with Barrier, both of them. We got Bobby still at 8 lives. We got Christian right now at 6 lives, it looks like. Oh, no, I think he activated the effect once again. So I think Christian now is down to 5 lives. He does have the second energy that he put there. It's going to be Wolf Fang. And I think after that, he's going to pass turn. Trunks right now is still at a healthy 8 lives. And, of course, Bobby ends up drawing a card, thinking about what card to charge for this go-round. Remember, if Bobby ends up winning the match, Bobby will have defended the title successfully. He'll get the second star ball, he'll get 2 packs, and of course he's that much closer to getting the sponsorship here at Spectral to make it to where the flight, the room, and the entry is paid for the next tournament that Bobby is going to be going to. If he were to get it, acquire it. So Bobby's actually going to go ahead and awaken. So he puts the Vegeta underneath the leader, and then he pulls cards until he's at 6 lives. He's going to awaken. He's going to go ahead and tap an energy, and now he's going to play a Trunks. So the Trunks is being played, is going to activate the effect, and I'm assuming he's going to be bringing a Vegeta straight from the deck onto the field. All of which have Barrier. Very, very strong in the fact that it does have Barrier. I mean, there is Barrier removal nowadays, and I know that there are sides to it as well. The only thing is Christian cannot utilize the power couple cards for the side because his leader is actually red and not yellow. He went ahead and EX evolved, so he's going to draw 2 on the EX evolve and then swing in here, and it is actually met with a negate. So we got a negate, and then of course we have a blocker. This Vegeta on swing, the auto can pop a battle card. We got a swing here from the leader, and then of course the blocker is going to be activated. So going straight to the blocker, we got to draw from it. Instead of playing anything from the drop area, he has nothing in the drop area. We do have it to where it's Christian's turn. He drew a card, and now he's playing his 3rd energy for the game. He's going to activate the leader effect, so he's going to pitch the Goku. Oh, he's going to pull from life. So now Christian is at 4 lives, draws 2 cards due to the leader effect, and now he's tapping 3 to play the 5-drop. This 5-drop right now normally would actually get rid of the field. However, they all have Barrier. So guess what? He plays it, and now it's going to neg 5. Oh, actually, the Vegeta does not have Barrier, the 3-drop. So everything on board minus his 15k power. The only thing that can actually minus is the 3-drop. He's going to awaken, restand, and now he's going to go ahead and swing in with his lead. He does have the amount of Goku and Vegetas in the drop area in order to activate the ability. He's going to go ahead and draw a card off of the swing right there. He's going to EX evolve, and I think that was straight from what he got. swinging in, and now this is double strike, and now whenever it swings, it's kind of like a baby. Whenever it swings or whenever the opponent swings, he can neg a unison. He can neg a card 20k. So swinging in, it actually gets rid of the 3-drop Vegeta completely, and now it's going to be double strike going into Bobby. Christian at 4 lives, Bobby at 6 lives. Bobby needs, he's going to go ahead and take the 2 damage. So Bobby at 4 lives, Christian at 4 lives as well. Now he's going to go ahead and draw, restand, and about ready to put the 3rd energy down in his energy zone for the turn. Once he does that, of course, he does now have battle cards in the drop area to utilize the effect of the leader to swing in. If he chooses not to draw, he can actually play a Trunks from the drop area if he chooses to do so. We got Christian right now sitting in a pretty decent spot because the ability of the Gogeta is not on the first time a card swings. He actually can choose when it happens. And I think off of this, Bobby's still deciding what to put in the energy. So now this Gogeta can put in a little bit of work, but since most of the cards have barrier, it can't really do what it needs to do when it comes to removing battle cards from the board. And of course, this Gogeta does have a permanent that states that it cannot be KO'd, so it cannot be destroyed. Most of the time, people, what they do is remove it via warping. Warping is the way to get around that. And I mean, of course, it is a red saying too. So sometimes I've seen this card being played by Sebastian, and he will actually play Universe 7 in order to give it barrier. We got Bobby swinging in with the lead. So lead to lead, he's gonna proc the ability to bring the Vegeta from the drop area onto the field, and he's gonna be able to draw the card on top of the Vegetas being played. Now, it is the lead effect that actually brings the battle cards in rest mode. So he's gonna go ahead and bring the Vegeta in rest mode. Draw a card, and now Bobby has 3 energies to figure out what he's gonna do here. 3 energies, 4 live apiece, game 1, King of the Hill. Bobby, the defending king. We got Christian, the contender. Whoever wins here is going to face Nick next week at King of the Hill. We got Christian that is sitting on the 6-drop. He does have 1 energy open, and with being a red leader, there is a couple of negates, a couple of things that come to mind that can actually be used. Oh no, he's gonna take it. So Christian actually takes the damage. He's very comfortable actually with being at low life, especially since it's a red Saiyan. So you can only imagine what type of cards that Christian can play in this deck because it's a red Saiyan. Bobby's going to go ahead and throw the limp wrist, and he passes turn. So now Christian is going to go ahead and restand, charge his 4th energy for the game, and try to close it out. Of course, he's going to go ahead and start swinging in with the 6-drop. So swings in with the 6-drop. Do we have a response? He's not going to be able to neg anything other than the leader. So he can choose to neg the leader 20k power to try to get that double strike going in there. Of course, we do have Bobby that has all 3 energies completely open, and of course, it's going to be met with a riposte. He's going to neg the riposte, or he neg the Frieza right off of that because remember, negates and autos, the negates happen. He's going to neg the Frieza, keep it to where the board is clear, and then it looks like he's going to go ahead, because an energy was rested, the Putin comes out, and everybody knows La Putin está buena. He's going to go ahead, and it looks like, he's going to pitch. He pitches a red card, and now he's going to be swinging in for double strike. He's going to be super combo. And ooh, he drew into his unison. Very, very amazing leader ability. Too bad that it's not really a leader that is actually can be seen in the meta now. Being able to not only activate battle, pitch a red card, be able to get double strike. Your opponent can't activate counters 2 cost or higher. Very, very strong. So if Bobby were to be playing a unison, he takes the double strike. He takes the double strike. Bobby is at 2 life, and Christian plays the Piccolo Jr., the unison. He's going to go ahead and add a marker to it, draw a card on top of that. He does have a 6-drop on board. He has the Piccolo on board, which leads me to believe that he does play the Yamcha. For free, he's going to go ahead and fuse. It's going to go ahead and put it in rest mode, so now he's going to be getting effects off. He's off of the Vegeta that was pitched. He's going to try to search a Gogeta, in which he searches a 5-drop. Searches the 5-drop. I don't know if he does have another 6-drop or not to try to get the chain going once again. But of course, then he can take the Veku and then send it to the drop and get cards back. So he'll actually be getting the same cards too. So nice little filtering action right there. He's going to go ahead and get the Veku. back into the drop area to get the Goku and the Vegeta back to hand. So very, very effective, because when it comes out, it does neg, but everything on his battlefield, Bobby's battlefield, does have barrier. He does end up passing turn, and passes turn with 1 red energy open. We got Bobby with 2 life left, and we got, it looks like Christian has, it looks like he has 2, 3, nah, it looks like 2 right now. So I'm going to go ahead and actually put it at 2. We'll see what happens later. Bobby charges a Turles. We're going to swing in, and rightfully so, charging a Turles, because the Turles will not be able to KO the 6 drop. Swings in with the 1 drop. Do we have a response? Oh, nice. He's going to flash it. So he flashes it to get rid of the skills of the 6 drop. Very nice right there. That could have been definitely something to use the ability, but of course he did not know that he was going to flash in that point. He can only assume that he might have it, he might not have it. So the flash happens. The flash is going to give 15k power, and of course he adds a 5k, so it's going to be 20k added on to the swing right there. He does combo to get out of the swing. So now for the rest of the turn, that Gogeta is skillless, and it can be removed very easily. And at this point, Bobby could have actually tapped 2 and played the Turles. He's going to swing in with the leader, and the leader's ability is going to proc. He chooses to forego the draw, but plays the Trunks from the drop area, so he can look at the top 3 to get a yellow Saiyan from among them to hand. But the thing is, does Bobby have the yellow? Oh, yes, he does. The yellow Saiyan that he gets is going to be the super combo. This is actually not a bad super combo at all. It does have 2 abilities to this super combo. But of course, the popping is going to be, if I'm not mistaken, it's going to be when you use it on your turn. Bobby right now still have 3 energies open. Now the Turles is coming out, and it's going to pop the 6 drop. But there is not a way to continue the chain or try to reoccur the chain. He's just going to have to go through the steps once again the following turn. Swings in with Turles having 20k power. Oh, nice. So we do have a Wolf Fang Fist negative by 15k. So that's going to be 5k. And then, of course, he's going to super combo. So it's going to be 15. Oh, it was at the Unison, not the leader. We're going to see what Bobby ends up doing now, swinging at the Unison, trying to get it off board. He does have quite a bit of cards in hand. Oh, he does have some responses for the following cards that could be played the following turn. However, most of the Gogeta chain, if not the whole Gogeta chain, does have deflect. So when it comes to playing him, the cards that Bobby could be playing in response to the plays are not going to affect. He's actually swinging in with Puting. This is going to be the Puting slap here, swinging in 5k power. He's going to combo. Combos of Vegeta, combos of Basil, and so now he's going to go ahead and combo. Oh, he combos in order to get rid of the Unison, and then he passes turn. Christian ends up drawing for turn. He's going to charge his 5th energy for the game, and he charges the 5-drop Gogeta. So he might not need that right now. We will see. Swinging in with the lead. Do we have a response on the lead swing? Of course, remember, we still have the Activate Battle that is live from the leader. Actually, if he does do that, then he can go ahead and proc it, gain some power, get double strike as the keyword skill, and then just drop the hand and just combo. We got Bobby asking how many cards in hand to try to see what he has. Bobby's going to go ahead and meet it with a riposte. So he's going to go ahead and negate the attack. Now for the rest of the time, whenever a card needs to swing, he has to put a card in rest mode. A Poutine is on board, so the first time a battle card comes into play via a skill, he can choose the opponent's battle card and put it in rest mode. It's an auto, so it does get around deflect. So right now, Christian is at an impasse. Oh, ho, ho, ho. He plays his SCR. Nice. So taps forward and plays the Vegeta. I'm thinking he's going to try to remove everything from the field. So he swings. Oh, so on play, he's going to. Oh, but he hard cap. Oh, no, he didn't, I guess. So he actually tapped forward in order to play it via a skill. And now he's going to go ahead and Putin's going to put it in rest mode. And so now he's going to activate the ability to get rid of everything on his board and then crit him a life. Wow. Putin put in work. If not, that was going to be some swings going in there. He's going to pass turn on top of that. And so Christian at 2 lives still. Bobby at 2 lives. Going to go ahead and restand. Oh, actually, Bobby at 1 life. He already crit the life. So let me go ahead and change that for you guys. So Christian at 2 lives. Bobby at 1 life because we did have the SCR come down on board and then get rid of everything he had along with 1 of his lives. He charges 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5th energy for the game. And of course, that was not going to be useful because he has no life to pull from. He did not have the energy for it as well because he was tapped out. Now Bobby is thinking on what to do here. He does have to swing in. However, he does also have the ability of the leader to activate battle, gain 10k power, and gain double strike. So if needed be, he could shotgun here. Swing in right here, swinging in, lead to lead. We're going to activate the auto to bring in the trunks from the drop area, search the top 3 for a yellow Saiyan, and bring it to hand. He's going to go ahead, and it looks like he's looking to see. I think he does have the ultimate in hand as well. This is going to be a play. He's going to play everything. He's going to dump. He's going to combo. Yes, he does in fact have his ultimate in hand. And that ultimate is definitely going to come out for the sincere reason that Christian does not have any, he does not have 4 cards to put in rest mode. It's going to come out. Christian's going to have to drop 2 cards. And actually, it looks like it might be Bobby's game to take game 1. He ends up searching the super combo off of the 1-drop trunks, and now we're going to go ahead and swing in, and was not met with a negate, so now here we go. Super combo. And I'm just waiting for him to actually get that Vegeta out from underneath the leader so that we know that it's 10k added to it along with the double strike. Another super combo. So we got 15k. Yep, there it goes. 25, 35, 45 double strike right now. 45, 55 double strike to the lead. Does Christian have a response, or are we going to game 2? Christian thinking right now. He does have 1 energy open. The only thing that I could think of that could try to help in this scenario is going to be the Frieza Death Ball, but that only stops this attack. We already know that that ulti is going to come out on board. Christian's going to have to drop 2 cards, and then that's going to be 2 swings that are going to go in for 40k. 2 super combos is going to be bottom decking and drawing 2. Oh, 3 super combos, bottom decking and drawing 2, trying to save himself. And in this, he's going to be trying to get some type of negates to help him survive the following turn. We have 25, 35, 45, 45 to, I believe, his 55. 25, 35, 45, 55. He's at 45, so he needs 15k more. He's going to go ahead and he's got to think, what does he got? He's got to throw it down right now. If not, that's definitely going to be game 1 here. Drops 2 more cards, out combos it right then and there. So, okay, so the reason why he pitched that extra card is because he actually activated Battle of the Leader in order to gain power that way. Very, very smart in order to do that. But we do see that Bobby got his ultimate out on board. So now the ultimate having dual attack, 40k power. Yep, Christian's got to drop 2 cards. And if Christian doesn't have any negates here, this could be the game for Bobby. He does have 3 more energies open, so he could try to sneak in more battle cards for more attacks. Swinging in with the ultimate, yep, he's going to quickly take that damage, restand, and then, of course, I would say just another swing to try to test. Swing in, no negs. Bobby's going to go ahead. Oh, he had 3 lives. Well, guys, now I know we had 3 lives. It really did look staggered. It looked like he had 2 lives. So we went ahead and took it. So now they're both at 1 life apiece. So swinging in, and of course, Bobby's going to go ahead and play a 1-drop Trunks. That 1-drop Trunks is going to go ahead and afford a little bit of hand advantage. And I'm assuming he's going to go into the 3-drop. Going to the 3-drop, swinging for some 19k power. He's going to draw off the 1-drop being played, try to search some cards. And I think, oh no, he's going to play the Basil. Basil's going to come out, and there are 5 cards in rest mode. He's going to draw a card on the play of the Basil, activate the effect, 19k power, swinging in. Do we have a response by Christian? No response, 19k swinging into the lead, and I think the lead is at 20k power right now. Comboing, 19k. We got POS being played, trying to draw a card, trying to filter. Ooh, we got the Kamehameha. We got 10k added on, Realm of the Gods. Now he's going to go ahead and just shotgun here, and I think that's going to be game. That's going to, oh. Hey. Yeah, ooh, PG. So yeah, he's going to go ahead and combo, and he's dropping everything. Christian, I don't think you have the cards in hand. He's going to go ahead and scoop right there. Guys, that was game 1 taken by Bobby, the current king of Spectral. Wow. So as they're going to be sighting in for game 2, if Bobby ends up taking this, then Bobby would successfully have defended. If Christian ends up taking this, we're going into game 3 here at King of the Hill. We do have on the horn, we got Bottom Deck saying, "What's up, buddy?" right there, talking to Mustang right there. So we got some cool guys that are on the horn right there. But yeah, no, this is very interesting too. So for you guys that are just tuning in, let me go ahead and let you in on what these guys are actually playing for. So here at Spectral, we have a series. So it's the King of the Hill series, and for the series entails, of course, being the best, trying to be the best in Houston. So if you come here to Spectral, and in the tournament, we'll have the tournament first and we'll have King of the Hill. If you get number 1 within the tournament, you become a contender to actually play against the King of the Hill at that time, or the person that's King of the Hill at that time. So if you are a king, you got to defend. So what'll happen is we have a Shenron here, and of course we add Dragon Balls around Shenron each time. So when you become king, you get the first Dragon Ball, and then after that, if you successfully defend, you get another Dragon Ball on top of that. With each Dragon Ball, you get that many packs added to your repertoire or to your reward list. And then of course, once you get that 7th Dragon Ball, your wish is granted. Not only do you get a box, so you'll be able to get a box of Dragon Ball Super cards. On top of that, your next tournament will be on Spectral. They will pay the flight, they will pay the entry, and they will pay for your room. The only thing you have to worry about is paying for your food, and then also you will be getting a limited edition jersey from Spectral. It's going to have Spectral on it. It's Spectral's logo, and then of course you can choose to have your logo on there as well, and it is definitely going to be a one of a kind. And if you're looking for clout, that's the biggest clout we got here in Houston. We got here in H-Town right there. We got Drizzy Drake saying, "Salt Boys, let's go." Yes, your current king right now is a Salt Boy. It is Bobby. Got game 1, and they're sighting right now for game 2. We got Chaotic Cypher saying, "Dude in the background said, would do what now?" Yeah, no, I ain't repeating that, player. But yeah, no, exactly what you heard is what this man said. And yeah, no, I guess he just got really excited. He got really excited right there. Oh, man. So they're going to go ahead, and like I said, I think the best thing to do now inside, this is going to be pretty difficult. I mean, for red, you can side in Crown of Retribution because a lot of times within that matchup, Bobby did have energy open. Like, he did have quite a bit of energy open. But I think Bobby is going to be thinking about that too. So when you're siding, you have a few ways to side. You have, of course, siding against what your opponent actually has. You have a ghost siding, which I know it's a personal favorite of mine, the ghost side. And then on top of that, you actually can side against what your opponent could be siding against you. So definitely like a mind play right there when it comes to siding. So in that sense, these guys have quite a bit to side against. I'm actually very curious to see what they side. But because there's no blues, so there's no silver bullets, there's no Jiren that you could side in. Of course, you could side in Kotakai's. Definitely is going to be like a fallback. Because, of course, we got yellow that does have negates that come out that are battle cards as well. So, like I said, we have some cards, and we'll go ahead and see what they end up doing there, too. We got the names 6T6 Salt Boys going to represent the Salt Boys right there. We got the guys cheering Bobby on there. We got Ahmed, Salt Boys Empire in full effect. Chaotic Cypher, that dude earned a yo. Oh my goodness. All right, well, no, he's looking for the cards that he needs too. So I guess that's, like I said, that's why he got pretty excited. But like I said, game 2, this is SAS, this is Super At Spectral. I'm your commentator, PR Sign, and we're about ready to go and embark into game 2 of King of the Hill. Like I stated before, if Bobby wins this one, Bobby will have successfully defended for the first time his title. He'll be getting the 2nd star ball on the Shenron here at Spectral, and he'll just be continuing the journey of trying to get that sponsorship. However, if Christian ends up getting it, then not only will the balls go back to 1, so he'll start over with the 1-star Dragon Ball, but he'll be that much closer to try to obtain the sponsorship as well. It looks like they're going to go ahead and get the life set up. We're going to go and head to the mats. Here we go right now. So Christian is going to start off, and he starts off with the 5-drop Gogeta as the energy, and then of course utilizes the ability of the leader. The leader's ability, let me go ahead and first change the life totals here. So the life totals is Christian actually already took a life due to the leader ability. So he pitches a Vegeta BR, draws 2 cards, and then takes up to 1 card from life. So after doing that, he's going to go ahead and pass turn. We got Bobby that's going to swing in and actually play a 1-drop Trunks after that. So we're actually making some quick headway here. Plays the 1-drop Trunks, and then of course on top of that plays the Vegeta. And if he wanted to, he could wait. Oh no, he's got to wait till the following turn to have the amount of energy he needs. So he ends up passing turn, and the same thing happening. We got Christian that's actually really awakening pretty fast. So he's gonna go ahead and pitch the Goku BR, draw 2 cards, and then of course choose 1 card from life. So he's down to 5 lives really fast, trying to get his gameplays going here. We got Bobby still at 8 lives, a healthy 8 lives. It looks like Christian doesn't even want to swing with the leader at all. So on that, Christian's gonna go ahead and I think pass turn to tell you. I mean, to tell you the truth, this is the planet. Yep, this is the pattern he's been using. So he passes turn. Bobby right now draws, charges, and on the charge he's gonna go ahead and pull cards from life because he will awaken. Pull cards from life until he gets to 6. So I guess at that point, Bobby was still gonna get the life that he would swing with already. Gonna go ahead, awaken. Pull the cards from life. Bobby is now at 6 lives. This is game 2 right here. Game 2, Christian at 5 lives, Bobby at 6 lives. We got the EX Evolve happening here, the 3-drop. The 3-drop Trunks that is kind of acts like the baby, the Great Ape saying, the red one that says the first time your opponent would play a battle card, ooh, it's met with a negate. So the first time, and then of course the effect, the first time a battle card would be played, you put it in rest mode. The baby is the first time a battle card would be played, or you swing, you actually can nag one of your opponent's battle cards by 20k power. So he does that. Now there's no blocker. We have the 1-drop Trunks being played, and then of course we actually search the super combo from the effect of the 1-drop Trunks, looking at the top 3, getting a yellow saying to hand, and I think right after that he did pass turn. So now Bobby at 6 lives, Christian drawing about ready to charge his 3rd energy for the game. Christian charges a Yamcha, and then of course he's gonna pitch the Vegeta, excuse me, and then draw 2 cards and then pull a card from life. Christian right now at 4 lives. Christian at 4 lives. We're going to see what Christian ends up doing. Of course, the last game, he ended up tapping out 3, playing the 5-drop, and then from the 5-drop going into the 6-drop. But remember, that Trunks is still on board, and it does get around deflect because it's an auto. The first time your opponent were to play a battle card using a skill, it is actually put in rest mode instead. He could try to bait it by playing a 1-drop, but there you go right there. So he ends up playing the 5-drop. He's going to go ahead and pitch the effects, and yep, he's on his phone right there, and he chooses the 5-drop, puts it in rest mode. We do get the draw, and we do get the search off of the Vegeta, and then he does search the 8-drop right there. So Bobby, I don't know if he's paying attention or not, that 8-drop right there is going to be a game changer, because if he can get the cards off board, he could burn. However, if he doesn't, then that 8-drop can just continue to swing in at battle cards in active mode. Every time it swings in, I believe if it KOs, if I'm not mistaken, you could restand. Not too sure. We're going to see what he ends up doing here. He could EX Evolve into the 6-drop here, but it looks like no, he's going to go ahead and restand, swing. So yeah, he awakened. He awakened, restored 1 energy, swung in, drew a card on the swing, and now all he has to do, since it is live, he can pitch a card and try to get that double strike happening here. Christian has quite a bit of a book in hand. The 5-drop is on board. I mean, he could play the 6-drop, but the same thing can happen. Like last game, Bobby did flash it and then get rid of it using Turles. So he did actually KO, or he actually pitched the Vegeta, and now this is, I believe, 25 double strike. 25 double strike, because I believe the token does have 5k power, if I'm not mistaken. He ends up taking the double strike. So Bobby at 4 lives. We have Christian at 4 lives, and I think after that, Christian passed turn. So now Bobby is about ready to charge his 3rd energy for this game here. This game 2 here at King of the Hill. Once he charges, he does have the 3-drop Trunks that's on board, along with the leader ability. He could swing. He does have the 1-drop Trunks in the drop area, so he can continue for the rest of the game now, bringing it back onto the field and try to get a search of a specific card. Searching a specific card needed definitely is a lot better than just drawing a random card. Swinging in, and it's met with the blocker, and of course that blocker is gonna be put in rest mode because of the effect of Trunks. We got the Poutine coming out as well, and the Poutine is not coming out. It was met with the Vegeta. Slapped that Vegeta down so fast because he knows how good Poutine is. La Poutine está buena right there. Vegeta comes back. Oh, he's going to max power. So he's going to go ahead and warp it to get rid of the 5-drop. So we have interactions going back and forth between these two guys here. In order to just interrupt the game state, in order to get rid of what they have on board, we got Bobby swinging in with Trunks. Do we have a response on the Trunks swing? No negates, auto. Bring in the 1-drop Trunks in rest mode. Look at the top 3 cards, and then get a yellow saying from among them to hand. And it looks like he's thinking. He's thinking right now, but he gets a look at that. Very nice right there. He gets the Goku counter, draw on play, 5K power, and blocker. Very, very strong card right there. Definitely a staple in yellow for as long as Bandai allows. He does have that in hand, so Christian does have to beware. However, when it comes to actually playing the chain of Gogeta, does have deflect. So depending on, oh wow, he drew into the secret. Oh my goodness, this is phenomenal. But he plays yet another blocker Trunks. These are really just, they're really detrimental. These Trunks, but both of them do proc on the first battle card being played. So, but they are blockers. So we got one that's in rest mode completely. We got one that's going to be a blocker. And of course, both of them proc on the same battle card being played via a skill. Christian is going to go ahead and tap 1. He's going to bring some skillless cards from the drop area. He gets to choose, and I think he's going to bring them just to the hand. Because if he does play the, unless he plays them, but he brings them to hand so that he can go ahead and EX evolve, or actually, excuse me, so he can go ahead and Union Fusion. He has the pieces for it. So he's going to go ahead and bait out the actual effects of the Trunks to put in rest mode. So we got the Veku coming out. He does have to put the cards in the drop area in order to bring it out for free like that. If not, he does have to tap 3. And then he does get to choose up to 1 battle card and put a minus 10k on it. But both of them do have barrier. The Veku comes out on board. He does have to activate the effect. And I think right now we have Bobby speaking to the judge on the effects of the Trunks. So yep, it's going to put the Veku in rest mode. We're going to go ahead and swing in at the leader. Do we have a response? Bobby can choose to negate, or he can choose to block in this scenario. He does have 4 lives. Christian does have 3 lives. If Bobby chooses to block, then that's going to be the only block that he has for the remaining of the game. However, he does have the 1-drop that we do see in hand. So he is going to go ahead and discard. So he discarded to have 5k double strike. He's going to go ahead and combo the token as well. We got a super combo there, along with another 5k that will be ripped from his hand. It's going to be the 1-drop Trunks. We're going to go ahead and activate the Veku ability in order to send to the drop area and bring back a Goku and Vegeta BR from the drop area to the hand. Maybe can use that for a Union Fusion unless he has a negate that he can utilize in order to try to survive the following turn. No, yep, he's going to go ahead and pass the turn. So he throws the limp wrist that we all know and love here in H-Town, and that signals a passing of the turn, and now Bobby's going to go ahead and charge his 4th energy of the game, just showing how strong this Trunks deck is. Definitely strong right there. He's got 2 Trunks on board. Neither, they don't have unique right there. But of course, like I said, the abilities do proc on the very first battle card, both of them. So having both of them, you have an extra blocker on board. Thinking on charge right here, he's going to charge a 3-drop Trunks, so I don't think he's going to be playing another Trunks anytime soon because he already has 2 on board. Swinging in with the lead, is there a response on the swing? Lead to lead, we still have, oh, he is going to go ahead and negate. He does have 3 lives, so now this is going to be live. Every time an opponent's battle card were to swing, it reduces its power by 10k, and yes, this does ignore barrier. On the auto, he plays the 1-drop, and he searches yet another super combo. Very, very strong Trunks right here. Searching up the top 3 cards and looking for a yellow Saiyan. Looks like right here, Bobby is thinking what he has to do now because every swing he throws at Christian is going to be reduced by 10k power. So this is probably going to be forcing Bobby to pass turn. Oh, he's going to go ahead and play a Vegeta. A Vegeta is going to be played. It does have barrier. Is there a response on the Vegeta being played? He's asking, Christian is actually looking in his hand to see if he can actually do something about this Vegeta. I think he doesn't have a play. But boom, oh, he's gonna go ahead Vegeta for Vegeta, making sure the Vegeta actually does not hit the board, so he doesn't EX evolve into the 3-drop Vegeta, draw a card, swing in, and then of course start popping his board. We'll see what Bobby ends up doing here. Like I said, he's got 3 energy open. He's got a good sizable amount of cards in hand. Very, very strong. It's, of course, that's why people say this is going to be the deck that people play instead of Icarus, because it does similar or deals with it. He does end up throwing the limp wrist, and now it is Christian's turn. He's going to be charging the 5th energy for the game. 3 lives to his opponent, 4 lives charging the 5th energy, which is going to be Wolf Fang Fist. We're going to see what Christian ends up doing now. Of course, remember, he's got 2 Vegetas on board, both of which have 10k power. He does have the leader swing as well, and we do know that he actually has his SCR once again. Swinging in, we're going to see if it's met with a negate, because, of course, this is an activate battle. It is going to be met with a Frieza riposte. Does he have a response with the Frieza? No response right there. He's just going to draw the card on top of there. Now he has 2 Trunks with blocker. Now if Christian wants to swing, he has to put something in rest mode in order to do so for cost. And who knows, maybe Bobby has another Poutine waiting in the wings to be played. 2 blockers, one ability to put cards in rest mode. He does have his SCR. If he ends up playing that SCR, it's going to happen once again. Putting it in rest mode, he'll be able to clear the board, but will he have enough cards in order to defend for the following turn? Because it would actually follow the same pattern as last game. He's thinking right now, and I think he pointed at the 5-drop because he actually is missing the 5-drop in order to go up the chain once again, and Bobby's over here telling him that it's in his life. He's going to go ahead and tap 2 for the Piccolo to try to draw a card. So now the Piccolo is going to have 1 marker. He's going to draw a card. Piccolo has 3 markers. Oh, there's the 5-drop. Wow, did he get the 5-drop off of that? Wow. So plays it, he's going to go ahead and neg the whole field by 15k power. Of course, he cannot neg the Trunks because they do have barrier. And we'll see if he actually goes onto the 6-drop. Yes, he does. Goes into the 6-drop right afterwards. He's going to swing in, but of course, they're going to be met. It's going to be met with the blocker. He puts the Vegeta in rest mode in order to swing in with the 6-drop as cost. Swinging in, of course, we got the effect. He's gonna combo. So he's gonna neg the leader by 20k. It looks like Bobby actually did not block. Negs the leader by 20k power and then combos 5k the Vegeta off board. So it looks like Bobby actually might have something here. We did see that he played the flash. There he goes. He plays flash, negates his skills, and just takes 1 damage. So now it is 3 lives apiece. Playing very strategically past his turn, and now we have Christian that's completely tapped out. Completely tapped out. We got Bobby about ready to charge the 5th energy of the game. 5th energy of the game, 5th energy of the second game here at King of the Hill. And if Bobby ends up getting this game right here, Bobby will have successfully defended, and he will be still King of Spectral. He's looking at the Vegeta to see what the effects are. It is whenever he swings or whenever Gogeta swings as well. So he's got to time this right. Try to see if he can bait out the proc or the effect first before he swings in with the leader. Leader still having a card underneath it, so at any point in time, he can activate battle, give it 10k power. Oh, he's going to warp. Oh my goodness. That was the card he sided in against it. Wow. Very strong right there. Swings in, and it's going to be met with, the negate right there. So now every card that swings in is going to be reduced by power 10k, I believe, or it's 10k for the first one and then 5k for the remaining after that. That is what's up right there. So going back and forth, I like that. That Bardock actually was sided in when the meta actually was starter deck Broly. People were just siding in that Bardock, getting rid of the chain and hoping that they don't have a cards to recur. Swinging in with the leader, he's going to activate the effect of the 1-drop Trunks. Play the 1-drop Trunks, and then, of course, the 1-drop Trunks is going to search for, I'm assuming, a Vegeta and bring it out on board in active mode if he does have the target to search for. I'm actually curious if he's actually going to try to go into the 8-drop, not only KOing that Vegeta on board, but trying to swing in for a triple crit. It doesn't have any protection. However, his opponent is completely tapped out. So I think it would be safe to say you can swing in with the 8-drop. Not only play the 8-drop successfully, but then swing in with the 8-drop. He's going to go ahead and combo a super combo within that swing, and I think he's going to leave it at that. And now Christian has to think of whether to out-combo it or to take the damage. Oh, there goes another flash, adding 15k power, and he's going to go ahead and flash the Vegeta just because he can. And there he goes, activates battle, gets 10k more. Oh my goodness, these guys have seen their ultimates every single game. So that's quite a bit of power right there. So we got 25, 35, and of course he's going to try to out-combo it right there. 25, 35, 45, and I believe we have 60. And Christian has to try to out-combo it. I don't think, yep. He takes the 2 damage. Christian at 1 life. He's going to go ahead and on play, he's going to Yamcha. So he's going to neg by 15k power. And then, of course, the Trunks is going to activate, putting the Yamcha in rest mode. Oh, man, this is something right here. Yep, there's the 3 right there. The 3 markers signifying that it's been reduced in power 3 times by 5k, 15k power. And I think that's all she wrote right there. Bobby just has to swing in with something. Of course, they are going to be reduced even further because of the counter that was played by 5k, but swinging in with 40k, that's going to be pretty, it's a pretty good power right there. Swinging in, he's going to go ahead and combo. Oh, he's just going to go ahead and combo straight up. Oh, he's thinking. So 4 because of the -5 of the counter. And now he's going to go ahead and combo 2. So it increases by 10k. So right now, he was at 20k. Combo 10k, 30k. Ooh, 35k. 35k. He might be comboing more too. I mean, there's no reason why not. You can always restand this card and swing in again, but he just wants to make sure that this has enough. There he goes. There you have it. We got it. Bobby continues to be king here at Spectral. We're going to actually have Bobby come down here for a little bit, talk to us, and then we're going to go ahead and bid you guys adieu. Wow. Ain't that something right there? Christian came up with a Gogeta build, and alas, we didn't see any type of burns. We had Bobby, of course, coming in with Yellow Trunks and just showing how strong Yellow Trunks is. There you have it, a swift 2-0. Wow. A swift 2-0. We got Ahmed saying, let's go. Yes, it is your Salt Boy that is king of the hill here at Spectral. And so now that we have our contender for today, we actually know who is the king from today's game. Next week on Tuesday, the series continues with Bobby being the king, trying to defend for the 2nd time against Nick. Nick is going to have a shot at the crown next week on Tuesday. So, hey, yo, Bobby! Let's go, Bobby! Man of little words. Man of little words right there. Jersey Drake saying, Salt Boys, let's go. Jawalk saying, let's go, Bobby. Woo! That's what's up. He says, Slat Boys for the win. Slat Boys for the win. Hey, you're doing it for the Slat Boys, bro. Slat Boys. That's what's up right there. So go ahead, sit down, my man.
I got to be over here so many times.
Sit down, my man. So not only did he get his 2 packs for defending successfully, but now you actually get to face Nick.
I do.
Next week. So Tyler, how do you feel about that? Whenever your opponent slapped down that leader in front of you and you're playing Yellow Trunks, what'd you think about it?
Man, it was I was not expecting it at all. I was expecting either U7 Goku or like OG Broly or something like that. Because I lose bad to hand control.
You lose bad to hand control, but hey, but you know what? He came out with the Gogeta.
And you know what? That next the play that he's going for is actually super lethal.
Yeah, he was telling me about the play before. He was like, "Hey, don't tell Bobby this, but I'm playing this. I know you appreciate it." I'm like, "It's not bad if you can get it off."
When he played the 6-drop, I knew immediately what he was going for, and I was like, I need to stay at 6 life, otherwise like I'm gonna lose because you can burn me for 5 damage. Potentially.
He can burn for a good amount of damage right there.
5, 1 off the secret rare, 2 off of the 8 drops. So I was like, wow, I was like, this is actually a really cool deck idea.
No, it's not bad. It is not bad. Like I said, the leader, of course, is just one of those leaders that you're not going to see too much in the meta. Of course, it has an amazing ability on the Awakening side.
Double strike plus 5k.
And your opponent cannot use counter skills 2 costs or higher.
Yeah.
So definitely good for the free play counters, for the topos or the tap 2 or whatnot. So definitely really, really good. So now, next week, you're facing Nick. Do you have anything in your mind right now? Do you have anything you want to say?
Oh.
Nothing? You're going to keep it quiet? What's happening here?
Oh, that's an easy dub. Nick,
That
that's an easy dub, Nick.
He said that's an easy
Nah,
dub.
Nick knows I love him.
That's an easy dub right there. Well,
Nick knows I
we're
enjoy
going to go ahead. Oh, you got something to say?
No.
Oh, I thought I was interrupting you. I'm
No,
so
you're good,
sorry.
you're
I'm so
good.
sorry. I'm so quick to close out. I'm so quick to close out. All right, guys. Well, that is it for this week here at SAS. This is Super at Spectral. I am your commentator, PR Sign. This is the current king right here of Spectral. We got Bobby. Oh, right there. We got Bobby. We got Abraham right here. The #1 of the tournament was Nick. He will be actually fighting. He's a contender to try to overthrow Bobby next week. Stay tuned for SAS. It's going to be something to behold. I hope you guys had a wonderful night as much as I do commentating this wonderful game. Have a wonderful night. Have a blessed one, UBI.